Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome back to McNamara Stadium at Todd Field. We are live on KDWA AM 1460, FM 97.7, and KDWA.com. You can also get us anywhere. If you're still up at the cabin, maybe you're up there on one last sojourn, or maybe starting to get the docks ready to go. I don't know, but you can take us with you all the time. Tune in radio. Listen to us anywhere your phone can take you. Also want to welcome HCTV along for the ride. A bumper crop of talent here helping us out as well. We thank them for being out here, and the more the merrier in getting our Raiders out to everybody. And here we go, as it will be C.J. Brenny to kick off. Raiders did win the toss. They defer. That means we will get the football in the second half. And if we have a lead at that point, it will really be nice.
Freddie LaFoot, here we go.
Boom, boom. Fabio with the kick right to left. Here we go, and it's end over end. It'll be taken on a bounce at the 15, backs up to the 10, to the 5. Better pick it up. They will. They'll pick it up. It's going to be Bauer, and he's in trouble. And did it come out? Did it come out? Did it come out? Did the ball come out? No, it did not, but it's going to be South St. Paul ball. 1st and 10 from maybe their own 3. Again, first special teams play of the night, and the Raiders make noise, this time on the defensive side of special teams.
There we go. That's the way to get it going for the Raiders. Kind of a, CJ's been finding that sweet spot. He drops it between the front back, or the up backs and the deep backs, and the ball kind of scoots away from that deep back. He's not sure how to handle it. He almost took it in the end zone himself. But nice job by the Raiders by not letting him get out of trouble. And South St. Paul starts for 0-3. They are deep in trouble.
Way back. It's going to be number 9, Mitch Felton. He's going to go left to right at your radio dial. He has a back in the backfield with him off to his right. Felton now will roll out, looking to pass. He's in trouble. He's taken out at the goal line. He's going to be down at the half-yard line. Good pursuit by Foster. He was joined and helped put him down. That was Charlton who came in there as well to get a stick on him, and now it's going to be second down, and boy, breathing down their necks. Raiders smelling the 2 early on, Jerry.
Exactly. Well, a nice job by Gruel, who was out there in coverage. Had a big man running out there kind of in the flats there, and he kind of closed the gap there and took away that throw for the quarterback.
Shotgun here with a wingback right side, trying to protect. Back in the backfield to the right of Felton. We'll get to him in just a moment. 1 receiver near side, 2 to the left side. Option pitch. They got some room now, and they get to the 5, to the 10, open field. Better stop them here, and they get them after a big gain out to the 27-yard line. No flags. Huge pitch out, and it's going to be 21, and that is Christopherson, and he's their big back. That's the guy that last night, especially when I was watching tape of the Simley South St. Paul game, he's a bowling ball, and the Raiders got to find a way to stop him tonight.
Well, nice job, nice design play by South St. Paul. Our defensive end went for the quarterback he's supposed to, but they had receivers out there blocking our outside man for contain, and they just found a seam and got through it.
Out of the shotgun, here is Felton. Back behind him in the pistol, Christopherson. Again, looks fairly similar to Hastings now. And there's that option pitch. Christopherson in room, 30-34, taken down, gain of about 4. But you can see that. The quarterback will hold for a while, hold, then get the pitch after he kind of observes the defense as to where everybody's going. And
they try that exact same thing to try to catch the Raiders off guard there, and basically having their corners out there getting tied up by the receivers from South St. Paul. Turberg come flying in there and went after the quarterback, did his job, took him out, but this time the Raiders were a little bit better to defend that and didn't get sucked in.
Not as much of subterfuge with the moving and misdirection. It's more just of a straight option out of the spread. And now keeping the ball will be Felton, and he was tackled and then breaks a tackle and gets out near the first down. He will gain, I would say, first down yardage, maybe a gain of 7. I think you're going to go ahead and move the chains here.
I think you're probably right.
Felton faked the handoff, kept it himself, rambled right up the left side, and they're going to say, did he get out of bounds?
They're looking at the sticks there.
No, he moved that chain, yeah, of course.
Yeah, they had him kind of bottle up a little bit, but like we've seen so many times with the Raiders runners, you need to tackle down low. You can't tackle up on top from the hips on up, but he's just going to squirt out of there, and that's exactly what he did to get those extra 5 yards. Ellis
near side is Marquise Gleb. He played some quarterback even last year for South St. Paul. 1 receiver wide out to the left, single back Christopherson, as out of the shotgun is Felton. He will look to pass. He's in trouble and sacked. He is sacked by the Raiders, number 40, Lucas Canole. 6'1", 197 junior. He comes in and gets him. It wasn't the best of snaps, but Canole did his job and finished him off.
Well, and that's a situation there, too, where he was the fake handoff. He wanted to throw to somebody out in the flats out here, but the man was covered by our corners. And so he basically just sat down. Canole said, I got you. he just went down on his knees, and that was the end of that, very unceremoniously.
As Dick Craig mentioned, too, he kind of dropped the ball. It's almost like he bounced it to himself. I mean, that could have made for an even more huge play for Hastings. Out of the shotgun again, Felton. He has two receivers to the right side. A wingback set up right. The handoff, Christopherson. He gets across the 35. He can't get to the 40. It's going to be, I should say, 3rd and 12 maybe. I mean, they got a ways to go here. Big stop there is that, you want to stop them before the sticks and make them play 3rd and very long, and that's what you're going to have here, 3rd and 11.
Exactly. So now you have arguably a passing situation, but they really haven't thrown a ball yet. They haven't found an open man because our corners have done such a good job in coverage. So you're looking at maybe that option sweep again, and hopefully the Raiders can, be equal to the task and take care of those receivers.
3rd down and 11, left hash, 8:07 to go. First drive of the game, South St. Paul with it. Felton flushed out of the pocket. He runs, throws on the run. Brett Favre style, no. Throws it down sidearm, right around the 50-yard line. Torborg was chasing. Knoll was right behind him going, I dare you. And then he had about 3 or 4 guys back in coverage, including Danny and Will Johnson. Good luck to you. South St. Paul going to punt.
Oh, I'm telling you, that play right there, their quarterback, he was running to his right, and he was trying to, he threw a 20-yard pass where he's trying to unload the ball. He does not have that NFL arm strength to make that throw. He threw it about 15, and it was kind of a duck at that.
We will take that all day. Flush him, make him throw on the run. We'll be fine with that.
He felt pressure. He heard footsteps.
Punt coming potentially from about the 27. Snap, kick. Jared Callies will kick it to one of the Raiders. And that looked like a little interference on the kick, isn't it? Coach Strain even asking, well, what's going on here?
Awfully close.
Dick says he called for the fair catch a little bit late.
He did. Will was calling for the fair catch at the very last second. He realized that he was hemmed in, and he had to call for that fair catch. So that was a tough one. I think that's probably a pretty good no call. We made the catch, got the ball there, and so I think good no call. Raiders will set up now on their own 32-yard line. They did exactly what we said. They bent a little bit. They had a couple of big plays there, but they shut things down. They got kind of, calmed down, did their assignments, and now the Raiders get the ball back on their 32, and they're going to drive the ball down to the east end of the field.
Dick Craig says 29-yard punt. Thank you, Dickie, and just glad to have him back in the mix again after last week. You all see how much we rely on him. Here's a handoff up the middle, and there goes McSorley across midfield. That's a gain of 15, and then some call it 18. A great run right away, and Hastings opening up holes and gaps for 30 to run through.
I tell you what, Alex Foster and Billy Utek opened up a hole, a truck could go through. I'm thinking an F-350 could have gone through that puppy. Man, that was a huge hole.
Hastings Ford.
Yeah. Yeah, next time I'll try Chevy. But hey, that was a great opportunity there for the Raiders to open that hole up, and McSorley took the great advantage of it.
Raiders will come out right hash just across midfield into South St. Paul territory. 1st and 10 after the wonderful run from McSorley. And here's a handoff up the middle. McSorley again across the 45. Takes about 5 guys down to the 41-yard line. Another great run on 1st down to gain big-time positive yards and big-time. I'm saying you get 5-6 yards. That's big-time, Jerry. We've, through the years, we've struggled with that in the last couple seasons with Corbin, and now we got the tandem we got in this backfield. 5 yards is becoming commonplace, and that's huge.
And who made that play right there? Basically a little bit of a counter action there with McSorley, but Dalton DeBono, a 6-foot, 270-pound center, just blew guys out of the way.
He is playing so well this year. Here's the handoff near side. We're not going to get much here. It's going to be a loss of a couple as McSorley tried to go off left. We missed a block there. I think there's a swing and a miss and just left them all out to dry.
Anybody who's played football, especially if you play on defense, sometimes the defensive coordinator will call a slant or stunt where they'll shoot a gap, and they try to guess. Hopefully they guess right. And that particular time they, did a slant to the right, and it was the right call. And just too many guys to block, so he got through on a quick slant there. But that's okay, a little minor setback.
Not a big deal. 3rd down and shorter than what South St. Paul had to deal with. Let's see if we can convert. Snap to Wagner. Pressure comes from the back, but still plenty of time to throw passes. Going to be incomplete. Nice play on the far side to prevent Kirchhoff from getting a hold of it. That's going to bring up 4th down, and we're going to punt this thing, Jer.
That was dangerously close to a pass interference. He had a wraparound. The defensive back basically had a hand on the back of Kirchhoff. I'm kind of surprised, they didn't call that, but I guess it's early, just kind of let that one go. So it could have been called, but, that's okay. A little miscue, the Raiders, they'll punt it deep now and get them pinned back.
Amazing the 3 weeks so far with the way they call their pass interference and things like that. Very liberal or not. Exactly. Yep. You know where I was going.
Oh, yeah.
Kafflish at his own 45 gets a good snap from Danny.
Nice kick.
Nice punt. Floats down about the 15. We'll see where they spot it officially. They don't have a side. Oh, yeah, they do. He's over there. 15? 14. We'll take that. He's inside the 20, and that's always a good punt. So South St. Paul will take over again deep inside their own territory. And so far, field position, yeah, okay. 5:59 to go, and we're scoreless in the first quarter.
Ended up being going out at the 19-yard line, so kind of went out just a little.
19?
Yeah, a little sooner than we thought. Yeah, he was walking up, getting that triangulation, doing that little trigonometry there, and they got it figured out. So the 18-yard line.
Right.
So South St. Paul is set up at their own 18-yard line.
We also have a Raider touchdown sponsor this year. Lawrence's Interiors are just across the highway here, so hopefully we can get a touchdown and tell you a little bit about the folks who have jumped aboard for the season. Here's a handoff off left side. Christopherson's not going to get too much, but then he puts in a second gear, and he drags a couple of Raiders for a couple extra yards.
Well, he's got a couple of good sides of beef up there in his offensive line, too, and those guys can do a little bit of pushing and shoving, So, he gets a little help from that, and it's like rugby, get the scrum going there. So but the Raiders did a good job of shutting it down for basically a 2-yard gain.
Second down and 8. Ball spotted just outside the 20, called to 21 perhaps. Second and 8. Here's a fake handoff to Gleb. Instead keeping it's going to be Felton, and he's going to be close to a first down, if not getting it. Fake the handoff, and there was Marquise Gleb. First time we even seen him kind of come out through on that jet, faked it, and caught the Raiders a little bit sleepy there, but they're going to say he's down a little bit before the first down. They're going to try to measure it here.
And I think, too, that was another wrinkle in the play that Raiders haven't quite seen just yet. They've seen that pitch option outside. They've got that diagnosed fairly well, and so this time Gallup just kept the ball, pulled back that pitch, and just went up inside. So, the Raiders are seeing a couple of wrinkles in that offensive scheme there, but they're kind of figuring it out, getting adjusted to it, and, trying to diagnose how to shut that thing down.
He didn't get it. Yeah, he did.
By a nose.
Yep. You're exactly right. By a nose. First down.
I knows what I was talking about.
Oh, dad jokes.
Sorry. Here all day.
I was going to say, we're here at least until the end of the fourth quarter.
That's right.
Okay, so we have first down and 10 for South St. Paul. We'll call the ball 28-yard line. And Felton, is he still him? Yes, it is. Felton out of the shotgun. Behind him, Christopherson, man in motion to the near side. That's two guys moving at once. That's going to bring it back a couple of yards here as South St. Paul. It's a Marina League motion. That is not allowed in high school football.
That'll help out the Raiders a little bit, make it a 1st and 15. Just back them up just a little bit. Hey, I tell you what, Nick, you were also down there, but got a chance to walk down there on the field before the game and go say hi to Randy Shaver. That field is phenomenal, people. You just can't understand how great that footing is and just the feel for it. It's so great for the Raider athletes, for all the programs to be able to participate on this new field.
You even feel faster. Does that make sense?
Sure it does.
Because it's like the thick grass
it's
that we
amazing.
used to run it. I mean, you almost feel like you can, even at my old advanced age, I picked off a pass, or almost did, when Charlie threw into Coach Colvin earlier, and I thought I got there pretty fast. 1st and 15, here's the handoff up the middle for a couple, maybe back to the 25 if that. So second down and long here for South St. Paul, but it was fun. Coach Colvin and his son Charlie were playing catch down on the sideline of the Raiders before the parents were coming out for parents' night, and Charlie threw a pass to Dad, and I just darted for it, and I came in and I got my hands on it, just close to a pick, and I would have taken it to the house. I got booed a couple of times.
Well, you might have stumbled on the way. You never know. The yard line gets you.
Nah, there's a little extra weight pulling me ahead. You know what I mean? Second down and about 14 here. 13, we'll say, officially. And it's going to be Gleb up the middle on the handoff. He'll go up left side. Now breaks free. And this might be a first down. It is.
I think it is.
Raiders got to contain a little bit more here. They're going to say 9. Actually, it was 9. It was the quarterback, Felton.
Yes, it was. It was on a keeper. He faked the pitch and kept the keeper. He cut back up inside. The defense was pursuing toward their left, and he cut back inside the right. So anytime you make that cutback, you got guys off balance or trying to make a play. Danny Brown tried to get a handle on him, but he got him just a little bit above the waist, and he just kind of shook him loose and got the extra 5 yards for that first down.
Fool me. Thought that Gleb might have had it for a moment, but it was the quarterback the whole time. And the snap this time out of the shotgun, going Christopherson. Now he'll gain maybe 1, but
maybe.
Torborg there along with Foster. Both fellas will get up and head back. Foster kind of limping back to the huddle. But he'll just shake that off. Second down and about 8 yards. 3:20 to go first quarter. We're scoreless.
Coaches can't use that thing, rub some dirt on it anymore because there's no dirt out there to rub.
Rub some rubber pellets and
Yeah,
sand.
that's right. There you go.
Tape and aspirin to it. That's what my coaches used to say. good old Bill Lesh at
I love it.
playing St. Elizabeth and Seton Soccer.
Osmosis.
Tape and aspirin to it. You'll be fine. Yeah. Wish I could use that now. I'm nearing 40. 2:58 to go. Clock running here. First quarter, no score. And out of the pistol formation is going to be Felton, and he will run it himself on the option, and he'll have another first down. Gain of 9.
Nice job by Felton. He basically just kind of assessed, diagnosed the defense, saw a little seam in there, and took it up inside and got that nice run. You know, he's a tough one. You got to keep an eye on him because he will sit back there and see where there's just a little bit of a seam, and he'll slip through it and make his move.
Oh, boy. I mean, South St. Paul now. I mean, you got to give them a little credit, moving the ball, taking some clock up. I knew before this game it would probably be a little lower scoring, but South St. Paul doing a nice job early on, too. 2 receivers left, one to the right up the middle of the field, near midfield, and it's going to be the quarterback. He's down. He got tackled for a loss by the aforementioned punter in 83, Trevor Kaplish, who's also playing some D-line. He comes in, and he'll get credit for, I believe, a sack there, and that'll be a loss of 5, maybe 6, second down and long, and that'll also push South St. Paul back across midfield, and we'll mark them at the South St. Paul 46.
Nice job by Trevor Kaplish getting in there. He didn't get suckered by that handoff. He stayed with his man, stayed with the quarterback, and got right in there and made that stop for a 5-yard loss.
Do your job.
Yeah.
Against an option, do your job. You know your assignment. Stay to it. Don't get faked down. It takes a little bit sometimes to get the wheels moving. The Raiders finding that out too, but a couple of times down the last couple of drives, they've been able to get some stops for loss. Here's a pass on the run. Felton overthrew everybody. Felton was trying for Gleb deep.
Yeah, Gleb wasn't even looking for the ball. Felton put it up there, and it was probably a decent pass, but like I said, Gleb wasn't even looking for the ball yet, so he kind of overthrew everybody.
Is it just me, or he just doesn't look comfortable throwing the ball anyway? I mean,
I don't think he is. Yeah, you're right. I don't think he's very comfortable back there, and you know, he's getting a little bit of heat from the Raiders D-line, and that's a good thing because it just makes him throw balls that aren't quite as assured as he might think they are.
Talking to Alex Foster at the coaches show last Saturday at Perkins. Listen to our show tomorrow at 9:05, but he was talking about getting to the quarterback at Park and how important that was to establish that dominance. And now a handoff to Christopherson out right side. Need a tackle. They get it. It's going to be fourth down from the 44 or 45 at Hastings. Call it the 45. Likely punt situation here, I would think, for South St. Paul. But Coach Sexauer, we know, as he gets across the 50, you never know what he's going to do. But right here, it looks like he's sending the punt team out as we try to switch fields of possession and everything else.
You know, we talked about this last week at Park, and I think it's probably a wise deal to do that because we're talking about field position and tipping it in your favor. And I think if he does this, he will tip the field possession in South St. Paul's favor because Hastings will have to go a long way to get back to pay dirt.
I haven't seen a punt return for a touchdown in a long time.
No. That's Mikey, probably.
Well, I'm just saying, I haven't. Punt. Not so good, but there's Will, and he's got room. Across the 20. I lied. 25. We'll take 5 extra yards, I guess. I thought maybe he'd get a chance, but boy, that was, you know, if that's how they're going to punt it to Will, he's going to break at least something for, you know, some good yardage, if not getting it to the end.
Well, and I like what I saw there with Will because, you know, your good punt returners, your kick returners, they are slashers.
Yeah.
They attack the hole, attack the defense coming at them. You have to slash through them in order to break that thing through. If you kind of tiptoe around out there, you're going to get killed. And he went for it. He was just basically one footstep away from getting about a 25-yard gain.
No score. There's 46 seconds left in the first quarter. Raiders at the football. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Raiders up the middle of the field for the 25, and they'll get a yard, if that. The carry from McSorley. And that, well, probably have one more play, I would think, in the quarter.
You would think so.
Getting close to the end of the first. Nick Tucker, Jerry Rupp, Dick Frank here for KDWA. No score.
Yeah, I don't know if they're going to get this play off or not. They're going to have to hurry up.
They're good, are they?
Yeah, they get it.
Yeah, they will.
They'll make it.
Each team is kind of dribbled into each other's territory, but nothing much to speak of. 10 seconds left. snap to Wagner, who looks to pass. Pressure coming. He takes a hit, throws it up deep to Danny. That should have been a penalty pass interference anyway. He got hog-tied before the ball even came down in his hands.
That was a bad
call.
Oh,
my
bad
goodness.
No call. He was tied up. That's the second time that South St. Paul's had a man tied up and no call.
You will take that matchup with Danny Brown against the linebacker all day long.
Sure.
Don't stop doing that, because he's going to beat Torrey Clark one of these times.
Well, and my question, too, is what's the side judge doing 40 yards away from the pass? I mean, you get the back judge who's making a call from half a field over, and the side judge is way down here. I mean, don't you have a guy in the backfield to make those calls if it's quarterback interference or, roughing a passer? So kind of odd field positioning.
Is there a penalty against Hastings, too? They've moved back. The Raiders
there's some
back.
laundry there by the 29-yard line.
And now they're talking to the South St. Paul kids trying to explain what was going on. Now, Coach Sexauer is about 5 yards onto the field, far side, and he is asking for an explanation himself. So ineligible receiver downfield, and that'll make it 3rd and 9. So it'll just be just a no play, or you just lose the down, yeah.
Lose it down, I guess. Okay, then.
All right, we're better.
Yeah.
Here we go. 2 seconds left. One more play. First quarter. No score. 3rd and 9 from the Raider 26, their own. Back to pass. Picked up well. They're going to go back to Danny. He's got room this time. Makes the catch at midfield. Trying to break away. He's down at the 40. And what do we just say here? Yeah. Keep going to him. It's going to happen.
Exactly. With his hand strength and his upper body strength, if you ever seen that kid in the weight room, man, he can push it around. His upper body strength just basically out-wrestled the cornerback. Sure hands made that catch. It was definitely not for sure. He made that catch, and he kept fighting another 5-6 yards. First down, get into South St. Paul territory at the end of the quarter.
A break, and we're back. End of the first. No score. Raiders driving. We're live on KDWA.
Duff's Meats 2 at 1223 Vermilion Street is ready to serve you with Hastings' largest selection of quality meat that is 99% antibiotic and GMO-free. You can count on a wide variety of tasty jerkies and beef sticks, in addition to the expert meal planning assistance you can expect from Duff's 2. You can always find the special cut that's perfect for your table. Call them at 651-437-9500. Duff's Meats 2, always bringing quality to you.
Today's game is being brought to you by the Croatian Hall of South St. Paul. Experience your next event in Vintage Rental Hall charm, which offers a bar, access to an industrial kitchen, a coat room, restrooms, an elevated stage, sound system, a video projection system, access to a large deck, and fenced-in yard. Stay tuned for updates on their 100th anniversary. They'll have specials all week, games, prizes, and so much more. At Wakota Federal Credit Union, you are more than just another account number. You are a member owner at a local not-for-profit financial cooperative with easy access to accounts fully customized to you, no hidden fees, and security that keeps your money safe and transactions convenient. Wakota is your bridge to a successful financial future. Visit wakotafcu.org to open an account. Wakota Federal Credit Union, your banking alternative.
Oh, man, a couple of just hard yards of running from McSorley, pinballing off a couple different Packers and even Raiders, and all of that for a yard gain. But we're at no score, end of one. We're in the second quarter from McNamara Stadium at Todd Field. A cloudy, cool, semi-windy evening here, and two rivals going at it here. But the Raiders, they might be starting to catch their footing here.
Hopefully they are. I'll tell you what, that last play there, South St. Paul nose tackle, Darian Foster, he's 295 pounds. He is a big side of beef there to try to move around.
Here, he was one of the guys that I watched that would just push through into the center backfield, and he was just giving them fits.
One-man wrecking ball right there. I think we saw him last year. He was just a monster out there, but he also got tired by fourth quarter.
Right.
Their big offensive or defensive line got tired.
We also saw before the game that Deshaun Thompson is one of their seniors. He's kind of one of their better players. He's not playing tonight, so they're without one of their seniors anyway. We saw him on the sidelines earlier tonight in the, we were doing the pregame stuff. But they still got a majority of their big hitters. I mean, Mitch Venner, who's one of the sophomores, a 180-pound linebacker, but kid plays like a senior and then some out there still. They got some really good, tough players on that South St. Paul side. And it's going to be something where the Raiders are going to have to be a little more physical here, especially on the outside. So now you got Danny matched up against a corner that's about 5'7". I mean, seriously, they don't have a guy to match up with him. And it was going the whole time, and then they blew the whistle. Of course, right when we had the mismatch far side.
Yep.
You see the same thing I do from up here, and I hope people that are watching the game are seeing that on the outside.
That for years was happening to the Raiders, where we'd have a 5'8", 5'6" guy out there in a corner trying to guard a much taller receiver, and now we have that situation for the Raiders. Let's see if they keep that up. But yeah, you're right. The corner out there for South St. Paul. Stephen Eikens, he's not a real big guy. He's a little sophomore, he's 160 pounds. That's a good matchup to have.
Same thing, far side left. We'll keep an eye on it. Two receivers near side right. Now here comes Wagner looking to throw. He was going to take a hit, and he goes again, and he has him. And Brown had it and lost it. Oh, it's not the last time we're going to say that he passes one to Brown. Like I said, keep utilizing that man-on-man battle where Danny just has so much height. That time just couldn't have. And that time, that might have been the fact that, Danny's not always a receiver. He's trying to catch his hands too yet.
Yeah, and he's backing up as he's catching it. And I tell you what, you give credit where credit's due. I mean, their D-back made a good play. He was in position, and he knocked that ball away. So there's no interference, so nothing. He just basically knocked the ball down. So, that's a good job for South St. Paul. But the Braves will be going back to that from time to time this evening.
Every play, you guys. I mean, it's gonna keep happening. Here's a handoff to McSorley, and you know what? He was a dead duck in the backfield. He was lucky to get another yard back. Fourth down, and it looks like we're gonna have to punt. We're gonna keep the offense out for now, and then I lied because here comes Catholic and the rest of the punt team. So we're gonna continue to play a little bit of a field position, clock control style of game. And, hey, we talked about this in our sports updates the last 24 hours. We were expecting this, a low-scoring, grinded-out game between two teams who are as tough as nails.
That's right, and this is once again a smart idea to punt the ball, pin them deep, make them go 80, 90 yards, whatever it's going to take to get to the end zone. So nice job, and I think it's a great call by the coaching staff to just punt it away.
Punt coming up here is the snap to Catholic from midfield. High end-over-end punt. Haven't hit a South St. Paul player. Instead, it will go out at the 16-yard line. How big of a weapon? And we talked about that in the pregame with Coach Strain, but, to have a weapon in Trevor Catholic in the punt game and to have a weapon in the kick game like a C.J. Brenny, it's something that not many teams around here have. And I think that's just special, and we saw it again, another kick inside the 20.
Well, like you said, Trevor's probably learned a thing or two from Pops, who had a little bit of talent himself. So he's learned how to kick, not only kick the ball far, but kick it in corners and kick it away from guys, hit them where they aren't. And that's a good job in the punting game that gets overlooked often.
We're going to get these guys, I think, on that offensive side of the ball soon. Timeout? Timeout, South St. Paul. So we'll take one, too. 10:01 to go. We're in the second quarter, first half, and we're scoreless on KDWA.
Hastings area local sports also brought to you by the following businesses: Wayne Transports, Marty Welch, your farmer's insurance agent in Hastings, Downtown Tire and Auto, Edina Realty, Eva, and Werner Implement.
At Papa Murphy's in Hastings, it all starts fresh. They grate 40-pound blocks of 100% whole milk mozzarella, hand-slice whole veggies, and butcher quality meat daily. Slice up their delicious, made-from-scratch pizzas like the Herb Chicken Mediterranean, the Cowboy, Papa's All Meat, and many more. Papa Murphy's is dedicated to bringing families together with only the freshest, highest quality pizza around. Stop into Papa Murphy's, located at the shopping center in Hastings, and taste love at 425.
Welcome back. End of quarter number one, and then into about 2 minutes of the second quarter. And timeout was called by South St. Paul. I think right there it was more of a realignment thing. And they just wanted to set up and get the right guys out there. So here we go out of the shotgun again, man in motion on a jet to the near side. They won't give on the jet. And that is a great play. Raiders, again, maintained their jobs. The guys that were supposed to be on the quarterback were on the quarterback. The guys on the jet took the jet. The guys on the back took the... That's how you do it every single day in practice when you get ready for an option team.
You're right, and the man who made that play happen kind of came in from the backside was, again, Kaflish. He got in there and stayed on the quarterback and did his job.
9:42 to go, 2nd and 11. Again, South St. Paul having to work with another big field. Thanks to Kaflish. And then that kickoff to open the game. How fun was that? Out of the shotgun again. Felton back. Now he will take it himself. That's a run the whole way. Raiders sniff it out and throw him down after a gain of 3. So Felton will have a 3rd and long here. Still not quite to the 20-yard line. And the Raiders continue to maintain defensively. And now you really got to get something here and maybe get a hit on the quarterback. You probably think that some sort of a throw might be happening. Although, like we talked about earlier, that play on 3rd down when they were on the 2-yard line, they burned us good for 31.
Exactly.
Got to be wary. It's, again, assignment football right here. Have your guy. Shotgun Felton. Christopherson, the lone back. Rolling is Felton. Rolling off his backside again. He's going to run the whole way. Might as well take him, and they do. They knock him down. It's going to be 4th down. 4th and probably about 2, but do you really want to go for it on 4th down right there? I don't think so. Neither does Coach Sexauer. Here comes the punt team for the Packers.
Yeah, that's good coaching by Coach Sexauer because, I mean, if you don't get it, now you're giving the Raiders a ball on the 23-yard line, and Raiders have a kicker that can make that field goal if necessary. So, yeah, you got to kick that ball away and try to get back some field position. I tell you what, I'm starting to see a little bit of scrappiness going on out there between these two teams. They're feeling the heat.
There's fire. I have no doubt about that.
Intensity here.
You are totally correct. Oh, Raiders came through, and that was Kaflish, who usually does the punting. He almost got a piece of that. This one's going to roll down. Don't even touch it. That's fine. Take it at the 30. There's no score. That's just fine. Downing at Eli Stadler for the South St. Paul Packers. Nice punt there for the Pack.
Yeah.
Raiders will set up with a 70-yard field to go, but like we said, playing the clock, playing field position game here, and right now, Jer, nothing to panic about, nothing to worry about. Raiders will get the football back here inside their own end.
You're right. There's nothing to panic. The Raiders have done a good job defensively, kind of settling down and kind of plugging the leaks that were going on there early in that first quarter, so they've done a good job with that. Yeah, it was a nice punt to basically got it in open field and it hit the ground, and Will Johnson thought about picking it up, and everybody said, no, get away from it as wisely you should. Just let the thing roll and just take it where she lands.
It could have rolled to the 10, and I wouldn't have cared in this type of game. You just don't.
And you can't cough up a muff like that. You just can't afford to do that.
No.
So good job, smart play.
Let's get a long, sustained drive here, Jared. Let's eat up the rest of this first half clock.
Love to see it.
Out of the shotgun. We're working left hash, left to right on your radio dial from the home side. Hastings quarterback is Dylan Wagner, number 7. He will give up the middle. Nice little move. First move was really good. His second step got him some burst, got him 5 yards. McSorley, he will have a 2nd and 5 with the Raiders here offensively. We'll mark it at the 34-yard line.
Love to see a couple more passes thrown here now, too, when they're getting so used to that running up the middle thing, and they're going to kind of figure that out. If we can get some pass in the flat, maybe a little slant, so something there to get their defensive honest again and get into the linebackers back in coverage.
Raiders have done a nice job, too, of taking the top off the defense, and they've needed to. A couple times to Danny, once to Kirkhoff, and he was interfered with, but there was no call. 2nd down and 6. Raiders have the ball at their own 35, but the handoff here goes to McSorley, and I think he got a first down. That's a gain of about 6. Should be good. Move those chains. And like we said, Jared, it's 0-0. Nobody has established possession of the scoreboard yet, but you just have this feeling that the Raiders are doing good things right now.
That's right. Like I said, they've stopped the leaks, and they're kind of settling down and getting some things to go. I tell you, there's one play I'm aching to see here is a quick hit to Nauer over here because he's kind of in the slot. The guy who's covering him is 15 yards back.
Right.
In a good situation where you've got like a 2nd and 5, 2nd and 6, that's a perfect quick slant or a quick pass there, and let him get the first down yards.
Tommy Ritt will check into the spot where Danny Brown was on the short corner off left side, and that's Wilbelski. And here is the give. No, I don't think he got it.
I don't think he got it either.
Raiders and McSorley had numerous chances, and I don't think he ever made it there. And then a late tackle, and then some pushing and shoving there. No flags come up. They're going to wind the clock here. What are the Raiders going to do? They're going to not even hesitate and send the punt team back in. So we didn't get the drive we wanted there, Jared. Didn't even tick off a minute. And we're going to give it back to the Packers here. And now it's all about getting a boomer. Last couple punts that Kaflish has been able to kick from inside that 50. He's been able to put it down coffin corner. Now he's going to have to probably give one a ride.
Yeah, give it a ride, definitely.
Kaflish at the 26, his own. Snap coming from around the 40. Good snap. Plenty of time. End-over-end punt, but that didn't have a lot of air on it. Picked up by South St. Paul. Near side, back up the middle, and a tackle by Cano as he gets him near midfield. So it's going to be a short field this time for the Packers. And 5:42 to go first half, and a pretty good return that time. And that's where maybe, you could say it one way or another, but a little bit more hang time there maybe would have gotten the boys down there. But you sometimes got to sacrifice the hang time for a little bit of juice on it.
I think what happened there, too, is one of the gunners for the Raiders got a little too far outside, and the blocker for the receiver, for the receiving guy, he basically pushed our gunner outside, and they were able to cut up underneath there and get an extra 20 yards. It's like, what are you going to do? You want to make sure you keep away the sideline, but if they tuck up underneath you,
what do you do?
Exactly.
South St. Paul back out now. They get a 1st and 10 from midfield. Call it to 50. Out of the shotgun, Felton. He'll hand off to Christopherson, 50. Get down to the 45 and then reaches for another half yard. They'll get into Hastings territory. 2nd down and maybe 4 here.
Nice little carry by South St. Paul. Just right off tackle and just kept fighting and lean forward for an extra yard.
The one thing we need, Jared, is disruption. We're not getting the penetration in. We need to get some disruption in the backfield. Make them kind of think a little bit before they do some things and maybe make them make a mistake.
Right.
Right hash. Felton out of the shotgun. 2 receivers left. One to the right side. Kind of a wing-back setup. And the handoff will go to Christopherson off right side. Tough runner. He gets across the 45 to the 40 and then thrown back. I don't think he got the first down, but he's a tough runner. And the Raiders are going to start. They have to put the nose to the grindstone because he's starting to get those tough yards, and now we're talking 3rd and extremely short.
Well, here's the thing, too. I mean, we talk about this, too. You can't just hit a guy. You've got to get your arms around him and wrap up his legs. And that time he took a shot, but you didn't get his legs, and he just recovered from that shot and got an extra 3 yards. Got to wrap him up.
Tackle for loss here. This might be a pass. 4th down would come up, and it would be inches. Why not? I wouldn't be shocked to see Coach Sexauer go for the downs here, and I think the Raiders are maybe thinking the same thing. They're calling a timeout here. Who's calling a timeout?
Looks like Sexauer is South St. Paul, number 2.
South St. Paul is asking for a measurement.
Oh, there you go, yeah. And it's very close.
They're holding him on the sideline, saying, no, Coach, no, it's not a first down. We're the boss.
He just moved the ball back a couple of millimeters. I think, too, and their center set up, he kind of nudged the ball forward a little bit, as centers sometimes try to get away with.
Oh, sure.
And then the coach said, well, hey, wait a minute, the ball's right there.
Okay, they're still playing out of the shotgun here. We've seen this before, too. 3rd and short, but out of the shotgun gives you an extra couple yards to run. Let's stuff him.
Yeah.
Felton out of the gun. He's stationed back in right about the 45. Takes the option pitch, and it's going to go off left side. Are they going to be able to get it into space? They do. Christopherson 1st down. Thought the Raiders might have been able to stack them up, but instead tackled at the 31 of Hastings. South St. Paul, their deepest penetration of the night now as they get to about the 32-yard line.
We had a couple guys over there, but they're trying to tackle up at shoulder pads. Got to get down low. End up with a fistful of jersey, but the man kept going.
That's what we've seen under Coach Strain for many years, and Coach Fritzy at that. A lot of bend but don't break when we get into this kind of spot in the field, and we're going to need that, too, in the final 4 minutes as the clock runs under 4. 3:45 out of the shotgun. Felton looking for the snap, has it, and he will give up the middle. Christopherson, Raiders with a big tackle, as that was Alex Foster, first one to wrap his arms around him and get some help from Izzy. And also 62 in on the play, and that's Logan Locke.
That's what we need to see, some gang tackling. You need to shut that guy down, get on top of him, 2 or 3 men, bring him down. But stop his legs from moving because he will churn and keep moving for that extra 2, 3, 4 yards.
This drive here feels very reminiscent of the final drive of the first half against Henry Sibley. They start to drive. They get their deepest drive into your own zone. Now it's time to find a way to get a big stop before halftime and turn the tables on these fellas heading into the second half. Jet sweep. He's going to run off right side. Falls down. And the ball came out, did it or did it not? They're going to say he was down first. That'll be a gain of virtually nothing, I think, for Alonzo Dodd. Although they have two Alonzo Dodds on the team. They have one that's an 11th grader and one that's a 10th grader. One's 85, one's 81.
This was 81.
And that was the 81 Alonzo Dodd.
And we just saw something that we have not seen yet this year. A person lose their footing on turf.
Yeah.
That was weird.
Might get a little slippery.
Yeah, I don't know.
Out of the shotgun, Felton, 3rd down and 10. Puts a man in motion, Gleb. They're going to give on the jet. They pitch it out right side. Need to get a tackle there. They can't. Gleb breaks the tackle 20. Down to the 15, first down. My goodness. Subterfuge, misdirection. It worked.
Beautiful play call. You've got
That's
your...
a pass, isn't it? The way he threw it? Okay.
I thought it was backwards. But
right.
We had our corner out there, and he came in thinking heavy pursuit, and he just basically over pursued that little flip there, misdirection there, and opens things up. Receivers are downfield blocking their men, and first down for South St. Paul. They're pushing now.
2 receivers left. Wing back right. Single back is Christopherson, tough runner. Gets down to the 10. And he will get down near a first down.
Very close. Allison and Raiders have to get tight. Toughen up.
2nd and 2 from inside the 10. Call it the 8.
Like you said, we need some penetration now. The defensive line needs to penetrate and create some havoc in there before they get a chance to really get ahead of steam rolling.
South St. Paul is moving this offense. They're getting it going. They realize, too, they have 90 seconds left, but 90 seconds is plenty of time in this spot they're at
definitely.
right now. But they're trying to hurry up the Raiders a little bit. Here's Felton. He hands off again. Christopherson ran a man over, but he couldn't escape the grasp of Kafflish, and he won't gain much. This is going to be 3rd and lose 2 yards, make it 3rd and 5. Back it up right about the 15 yards, the 10-yard line here. So 3rd down and about 5. So this is a good spot here. Let's go Raider D.
I tell you what, Kafflish so far is having a career game tonight between his punting and the defensive plays that he's making, getting in the quarterback and making plays deep in the backfield. It's great to see him make those plays.
Felton looking over, knowing that he's got 50 seconds. Like we said, kind of a quick strike anyway. They have a decent kicker in Angel Ortiz, so he and Stanley both can kick, to tell you the truth. They both can come in, and they're going to really tick this clock down as much as they can. Looking over to Coach Sexauer, and he's trying to tell you when. Ready for a second. They're going to call a timeout here.
Use their 3rd timeout here.
I'll take a quick one. We're live on KDWA. It's 0-0, 33 seconds left first half.
When I first got my car, it was great, but that was 4 kids, 3 dogs, and a house ago. Now it's a little tight, but so is money, and I still have payments left. Luckily, the amazing staff at Valley Chevrolet in Hastings helped me trade in my used-to-be-perfect car for my is-perfect car. Not only that, but they helped me lower my monthly payments all in one easy visit. I really discovered the Valley difference at Valley Chevrolet in Hastings on 316.
Back live on KDWA, Nick Tucker, Jerry Ruptick, Craig, many others here. We're glad you're with us. Tackle Cancer Night, Community Night, everything else that goes along with it. Week 3, Raiders 2-0, South St. Paul 0-2. We're playing like a 2-0 team. They're really knocking on the door. Ball nose resting right around the 10-yard line or so. 3rd down and 5. There's 33 seconds left. So the Raiders more or less playing for a stop to get that ball back to start the half and keep it zeros. Meanwhile, South St. Paul knows the Raiders get the ball to start the half, and they'd love to get something, even a 3. 2 receivers left for South St. Paul. Amari Hill split wide to the left side. In the slot, I believe that's Becker. Out of the shotgun. Here is the quarterback, Felton, flushed out, running left. He has room, and he gets hit there at the 5, and I think he may have gotten the first down. He's going to be exceptionally close, but I think he got it.
They call him out at the 7.
Out at the 7-yard line, 4th down, and probably a yard or a half yard.
Half yard, yep.
So what do? They're sending, I think, either the big team in, or is this going to be a field goal try? It is. Stanley is coming in. Jacob Stanley coming in. He wears the number 10. He's bringing his tee out there. What will this be here? 10, 24-yard field goal. Left hash, right-footed kicker Stanley. Block it. 27 seconds left. Raiders still will get the ball back.
Block it or snub it, one or the other.
Yeah, Yeah, let's get a muff or something.
Yeah.
Muff the snap, hold, something. Snap is good. Spot is good. Kick is in, and it's good. I think that went in.
Oh,
sure,
yeah,
right inside
just
the right
got her
side.
inside the far upright.
23 seconds left. Jacob Stanley, the kick.
I tell you what, we'll take that. We'll give up a field goal. I mean, 'cause the way they were moving the ball there, and they were pushing hard, and it could have been 7. So we'll take 3. That's okay to come back from. Touchdown negates that.
Let's just return this for a touchdown. Take the lead going into half.
Hey, wouldn't that be fun?
Oh boy, please,
Mr. McSorley, get that ball back there and do something crazy with it.
See, and that's the thing. We were never one of those teams that were so dangerous to kick off.
No.
Return. That's how Ovi came, and Ovi lit this place up with kickoff returns, and then of course last year with 3 and what he did for us, and now you got a guy in 30 who can do the same thing, and now you got McSorley going back, and he's going to get a chance. And there's always a chance to go to the house with this Hastings special teams unit.
Here's something you got to consider, though, too, now. South St. Paul, with only 23 seconds left, they'd be wise not to kick it away. They probably just should go short here and even perhaps take a penalty at 35-yard line. You'd be setting up at 23 seconds left. It may not be a bad way to go, strategy-wise, just to kind of keep the ball out of the deep back's hands and don't give them that opportunity to find that seam, get that wrinkle in there, and go to the house.
And go deep to Jackson or Danny or something. Get a good spot on the field and just go.
Yeah, he's probably going to push it towards his right over there, about the 30, 25-yard line.
We take it. You want to kick it out of bounds. We might even take that because it won't eat up any clock.
Right.
Stanley to kick. And over it.
Goes the other way.
Yep. He's going to go to McSorley, and he'll take it at the 6. 10, 15, cuts back right, breaks a tackle, 25 near side, 30, one more, 35, gets to the 40, keep going. We got a chance here, Jared, 14
yes,
seconds.
We do.
Ball's at the 44-yard line, McSorley on the return. And if we can chuck one deep here, you never know, even play for a pass interference.
That's right. You could definitely do that. We've got size out there. We've got hands in Kirchhoff. You've got the strength in Danny Brown. You've got athletic ability and Ritt. You've got 3 weapons that you can go to out there to throw. And there's the D-backs now. They're lining up deep. They're kind of playing picket fence back there on their own 35-yard line.
If you could get some sort of a quick out to even like Izzy Arnold, too.
Yeah,
get him on a 12, 13-yard out, and then really play for something deep with 2 seconds, 3 seconds left.
Kirchhoff, yep, and Will Johnson.
Oh, Johnson's going to burn his speed down near side, too.
Yeah, I think he should go down and out first, get a little farther in.
Yep, a little bit closer. Wagner back to pass. He will throw it up. Right side, Kirchhoff in trouble, and traffic made a catch. Oh, wow, they're going to say no. Great effort by Kirchhoff with 8 seconds left. They're going to say he was out of bounds, but boy, an athletic grab anyway, and for all of his hard work tonight, he's had 2 thrown at him, probably should have 2 catches. Unfortunately, both altered a little bit by a D-back from South.
And that one right there, you can't argue that was a good call by the official. I do think he was out of bounds. Tremendous athletic catch, but just a couple inches outside of where he needed to be.
You got to be quick out this time. But it looks like we're just going to kneel down.
Yep.
Would have liked to see one more try, but 3-0 South St. Paul at halftime. Quick moving first half. We'll have your halftime report, which won't include much. That'll come back right after this.
It's a rigged game, and it's rigged against you. What Wall Street doesn't want you to know is that there is a way you can protect and grow your wealth. The people using this approach didn't lose a penny when the market crashed in 2000 or 2008, and they won't lose a penny in the next crash. In fact, their money will continue to grow safely year in and year out, even when stocks, real estate, and other investments tumble. A free report detailing this savings program is now available. This free report shows how you can get guaranteed growth, safety, and wealth-building power without risking your retirement in the Wall Street casino. This is the best way to have a 100% secure retirement. It far outperforms any IRA or 401k.
For your free report, call Greg Collins at 612-840-0118. Collins Wealth Management, located in Hastings at 101 10th Street East on the lower level of Premier Bank.
Back live on KDWA, Nick Tucker, Jerry Rupp, Dick Craig, host of many others as we're set for second half kick. Jacob Stanley, who has only scoring today. He is coming out to boot it away here for South St. Paul. Right to left, South St. Paul white with that dark maroon, helmets as well with the numbers and black trim. Good kick for Stanley. It'll be taken at the 3. McSorley to the 10, to the 15, to the 20, breaks the tackle, 25, and he'll take a man to the 30 and throw him down at the 31, and a flag comes in late. And South St. Paul saying, I mean, it was looking like he might have caught himself. Is this maybe something against the Packers?
Well, I tell you what, Packers have been showing increasing aggressiveness here. End of plays, they're kind of showboating, kind of taunting a little bit, and it might be a call against South St. Paul. All that said,
no, it's illegal hands to the face from Hastings. Illegal use of hands some way, somehow.
Well, they're definitely, both teams are ramping up their aggressiveness here, and you could see this more maybe in the second half of some more calls being made.
For those of you folks that are Twins fans as well listening to this game, it's 2-2 and a rain delay in Cleveland, and they're talking on Twitter that they may postpone the rest of it and restart tomorrow because it's still early, so that'd be interesting. We'll keep an eye on that, too. Lots of scores that are very low-scoring games. Apple Valley leading Park 3-0 at halftime. Cannon Falls blowing out Red Wing 41-0 in the game we're really following. Prescott leading Amory 28-0 at halftime. Here's a snap to Wagner. Quick pass on the slant. He didn't know or had no clue the ball was coming. He had him open into open territory. He was off, and unfortunately the pass just wasn't there. They weren't quite in rhythm, Jer.
Well, you got to wonder if they missed a play call. Yep. I mean, if the play was called and Nauer maybe didn't catch his number being called there, he was going to get that quick slant because that was right there, and he was in that seam. He would have caught that ball for a nice 10-yard gain, but he was not looking. He was thinking that the ball was going to go to the outside man all the way. Just like you say, a little miscommunication.
The offense just is not very crisp right now.
A lot of sync.
Out of the shotgun, Wagner puts a man in motion. Ball spotted at the 18 of Hastings, and Wagner to the short side rolls. And then across his body, he had Danny off his hands.
Ritz.
And incomplete. Sorry, Ritz. Ritz again off his hands.
Ritz off his hands.
Unfortunately, been a common occurrence.
Yeah. Kirchhoff has to come off. He blew a shoe.
Oh, yeah.
Just he couldn't get it on in time, so he has to take it off, retie it, whatever. He's okay, but just
Danny Brown will come in now.
Yep.
3rd down and 10. Raiders need a sustained drive here.
Yeah, and here's the situation, too. You know, the first couple of weeks, we've been able to run that play right up the middle there, and we haven't had to go to 2 or 3 more plays. Now the Raiders are getting challenged. They're shutting down that one big bread and butter. They have to figure out a different play that's going to work for them.
2 receivers right, short side, 1 to the left. Raiders have a single back, and they're going to run it for the quarterback, Wagner, and he's going to get maybe to the 20, gain of 1. I don't know what we're doing there, but we're going to give the ball back here on a punt to the South St. Paul Packers, and with 11:30 to go here in the third quarter, no sustained drive, and exactly the way we didn't want it to go here to open up the second half.
A play like that, you know, is a designed quarterback draw, but, you know, the quarterback has to wait for the defensive line to come in and around him and to run through them, and he made his move just a little too quickly.
Kafflish back at his own 6. Got to be a good snap. And it is. Kafflish from the 10.
Nice.
High waving punt, 45, fair catch. And they have a short field to go. South St. Paul, a player goes down. That's Max Bauer. They don't need to lose him, especially defensively. And he is slow to get up. He's going to get helped off by one of his boys that are also there. And
yeah, that's okay. He and Will Johnson kind of locked horns out there, and Johnson went down first, and he went down second. The South St. Paul guy went down second, and a little worse of it.
Charlie horse almost, Jer.
Yeah, you're probably right.
45 of Hastings is where South St. Paul starts to drive their first of the second half. 3-0 South St. Paul. The Packers lead. They had a late field goal to round out the first half, and that came off the foot of Jacob Strandley, and that's been it. And they're going to give on the keep it up the middle, and it's going to be Felton who will gain maybe a yard or 2. They'll get across the 45. They'll give them a 1. And that, again, you got to maintain assignment football here. That time they did their job. And South St. Paul, every single drive has been able to, find a way to move the chains here or there and keep the Raiders off. Yeah, and I tell you, this looks all St. Thomas for the guys that diagnose who has the ball. I mean, that's tough to figure it out with a lot of
bites flying around there, but the Raiders are starting to figure it out, I think.
Felton out of the shotgun again, right to left on your radio dial. Single back set. He looks to pass, looking deep on a deep slant, and he's open but overthrown. Got back behind the Raider defense. Joey Milner was there, but he was beat. Just had to get the ball there, and Felton took a big shot for all of his trouble as well. He got up, and he's kind of stretching out as he hits the play over there far side. Raiders got to continue. They're going to pass. They got to hit the quarterback, keep him off kilter.
Right. Yeah, Milner was back. You're right. They got to step on Milner, and Danny Brown tried to close in too and try to come over the front side. And ball was a nice throw. It just about a step overthrown.
Two receivers left up the middle of the field between the hashes. Ball spotted at the Hastings 43. They're going to give to Christopherson, who rumbles ahead, and he's going to have a first down. Raiders just can't tackle this kid tonight.
Yeah, he's a tough cookie. I mean, he's got those strong legs, and he just gets ahead of steam and starts driving, and without anybody getting underneath and down below and take him down. I mean, you look at his legs, he just looks like a very powerful runner.
That's a first down.
Oh.
Now they moved the chains. They were looking at it to make sure. I could see it from up here. First down and 10, South St. Paul. Ball at the Hastings 34-yard line. 3-0 South St. Paul. But the Packers establishing their will offensively, moving chains against Hastings. We need a big play. Handoff Christopherson. He rumbles ahead again. Such a tough runner. Really corrals that ball, hangs onto it well. Powerful, strong runner. He'll gain 6 off right, and I'll call him 8 yards. My goodness. What a first down run. That's what the Raiders have needed offensively. They haven't been able to get it tonight. South St. Paul encroaching on the red zone.
See a couple of reserves in for the Raiders, try to mix some guys and get somebody, get some fresh legs out there and see if they can make a stop or rest up some of our guys.
Out of the shotgun again, kind of a closer formation this time with a wing back right, handoff. Christopherson on the run, plows ahead, first down and more off right. It's down near the 15, another gain of about 8 yards, and keep moving the chains, and the Raiders are getting ran over here in this third quarter.
He's a wrecking ball. Here comes Foster back in to try to shore up that defensive line. Wycombe comes out.
$9:15 to go, third quarter, but it just feels this game. There's nobody over here yelling, screaming. It's just we need to get our fans up here. Let's make a big play defensively. Christopherson this time. You had him in the backfield. Runs the guy over, lowers his helmet. He's going to get down near the goal line. Not going to get in, but my goodness, wrap him up, throw him down. Here we go.
Tough matchup there. Charlton came in and made initial contact, but it's a size mismatch there, and Charlton is hard pressed to tackle. I mean, such a powerful running back.
Raiders not dealing with the power well here. Two receivers left. Felton out of the shotgun, call at the pistol. Christopherson behind him. He's been their bell cow tonight. Right hash. Ball at the Hastings 3. Snap. Felton pitches. Has Christopherson, and he'll be in for a touchdown left. 3-yard touchdown run. 6 more on the board. Now it's 9-0.
Well, the Raiders have kind of dug themselves a little bit of a hole. Now they got to come back. They really got to figure out a way to get that the offensive team on track and get one back. 2-possession game like this, they really need to score in the worst way when they get the ball back.
Stanley in for the extra point attempt. 9-0. Keep it 9. Snap. Spot, kick, up, good. 10-0. Quick break and we'll be back on KDWA.
Buying, selling, or refinancing your home is an important time in your life. And for over 55 years, DCA Title has been your local provider for all your abstracting, closing, and title insurance needs. If you're buying, selling, or refinancing your home, tell your realtor or lender that you want to use DCA Title. You have the right to choose. Just call 651-437-5600. DCA Title is a proud sponsor of this game.
Back live on KDWA Radio. Nick Tuckner alongside Jerry Rupp, Dick Craig. Raiders down 10-0. Still have not scored a touchdown. I don't know. Hey, well, Lawrence Interiors is our touchdown sponsor. I want to do the read for him, but you know what? We haven't scored.
Oh, we need to get something going here. Go. Look again. Our offensive coordinator looking in the book there, trying to find some kind of a play that might work to see if they can find some kind of weakness on South St. Paul and get a play, spring one for a big one. Danny Brown had that great pass catch, in the first half, and something like that would be nice to see again. Get the ball downfield and push South St. Paul.
I'm nervous about some weird onside kick thing or something. I mean, I really feel that Coach Sexauer thinks that the blood's in the water, and
nothing to lose.
He's done it before, so I'm just saying that
his defense is holding well, so there's nothing to lose if they decide to do it.
Right. Stanley to kick it. Nope, he will kick it deep. End over end, taken at the 1. And that's Charlton. 15 spins around, nearly lost his kneecap. Gets back up, gets the 20 flag on the play, and I don't know what this is for. Jared, things just aren't going our way. We need this penalty to go the side of South St. Paul to get us further along here.
Exactly, but they're... Let's see what they call
like conduct?
Not quite sure what they call there.
I think he might... Maybe it was a illegal tackle. I mean, the way it was Charlton spun
around like that, yeah. It was like a... I don't know. Okay, so they set the ball down. Now they're going to have a little powwow.
Illegal use of hands. Raiders can't catch a break tonight.
No, they cannot. So they're deep once again, start deep in their own territory.
My guess this is half the distance, right?
Yeah, you're right. It's inside of 20, half the distance.
Gosh. Folks, this isn't fun right now. This is really getting scary here, and we got 8:46. Still a lot of football to be played, but the way the Raiders' offense has not moved the ball tonight, this is, and now you're going even deeper. I mean, you got to go, 93 yards. I mean, you're still down 2 possessions, and I realize you have 12 more minutes in a fourth quarter, but let's show a little urgency here.
We need a couple quick hitters here with our pass receivers here. Make a couple quick catches, get the ball moving, get some momentum going.
Start feeling it. Man in motion. I think it's Knoll. Fake the jet. Give to McSorley. He belly flops right around the 10-yard line. He'll gain 2.
Yeah, not exactly. Well, I mean, it's positive yardage, but it's not exactly what you want. You want to get 5, 6 on that first play from scrimmage. You don't want to get 2. And now that changes up. You have to start thinking, okay, what can we do here with this? You guys still have a long yardage situation on second down.
Raiders between the hashes, deep in their own territory, call it their own 10. Second down and 7 for Hastings. Wagner out of the gun, call it the pistol, almost the exact same thing you'll see from South St. Paul. Back to pass. Wagner has a man. Caught by Kirchhoff. Breaks a tackle to the 20. Carries a man. That's a first down. We'll take that. What was the last time we moved the chains, Jared?
And that's the play that you need right there. A quick hitter, short distance, let your receiver catch the ball, let him do something with the ball. More importantly, you move the sticks. You get a little bit of momentum going here. Keep doing that. Those short plays like that, I think, are what's going to move the ball right now because the D-line is shut down in the line of scrimmage, so you got to go somewhere else.
You want to tackle Kirchhoff off the line? I don't think so. No, thanks. Not the way. He's just a tough, strong kid. I don't want him running me over. Keep going. First down and 10. New set of downs. Breathe. Ball now at the 22. Our own. Plenty of time. Good protection, and then Wagner pulls it down. Still throws. Has a man. It's incomplete. Intercepted. Oh, my goodness. It is intercepted. Looking deep to Tom Ritt. And the Raiders are in deep trouble. Ball intercepted right around the 40, and that was just the wrong decision at the wrong time, and Wagner knows it as he comes off the field.
Yeah, just ill-advised throw. He was under pressure. He should have tucked it under and tried to maybe run with the ball. Ritt was covered out there deep, and again, you're making a 25-yard throw downfield, and you don't have a cannon, a rocket, I don't know, a shotgun, whatever you want to call it. The D-back was in perfect position. Ritt tried to come back and play defensive back and knock the ball down, but no, it didn't happen. So number 21 for South St. Paul, again, Christopherson made a play.
Actually, it was Tyler Willowski Hendrickson.
Okay, there you go, yeah.
Who gets the interception. Wing back right, 2 receivers left, right hash. Out of the pistol, South St. Paul leading 10-0 and controlling this game. Back to pass. Felton wants to pass. He does. Got a man wide open. That's going to be caught by 81. That's Alonzo Dodd, and he'll have a gain of 9. Close to a first down. We'll see where they spot it. He might have it. Move the sticks. First down. Raiders kind of just need to do something else here.
Well, there's a situation there where there's a coverage mix-up. Milner decided to go with the deep man, and the short man just, kind of laid up tight and got that ball, and there was no one around him because, Milner had cleared the zone, and he was going to the deep.
The Raiders sideline, the Raider fans, quiet, arms folded. It's just, this is not what we expected here tonight. Credit South St. Paul.
Yeah, they've shut down the Hastings excitement and enthusiasm, whatnot. They're doing the job on the South St. Paul side of the ball.
Colby Zach is starting to throw. You got to change something up. Christopherson runs through the Hastings defense. Gains 5. Just gouged himself through there. And he's going to be running through the tackles the whole game until the Raiders can stop him.
Oh, exactly. And with the 2-possession game here, South St. Paul has, the scoreboard and the clock on their side, so they can afford to have him run 2, 3, 4 yards at a carry. The Raiders have not shown any counterpunch yet on offense, so that's just what they're going to do.
6:41 to go here, third quarter. 10-0. Feels like 30-0. Felton gives to Christopherson. Foster had him and lost him, but he did get some help from his friends. It'll be third down and about 7.
Turberg's back up again. Yeah, that's the kind of indicative of how it's gone tonight. Foster had him dead to rights, and he just shook him loose. And that's just kind of how the Raiders' night has gone, tackling-wise.
Tough runner. I mean, he's been just taking it to Hastings all game. How many yards is he at, Christopherson, do you know? Very curious. 129 yards on the ground. First back to hit that spot this year against Hastings defense, which was very vaunted. This is a penalty against South St. Paul. Illegal procedure. I didn't see what it would have been. But it'll be 3rd and 10 or 11 here. About 11, I think, right? No, 3rd and 11. Yep. 3rd and 10.
Logan Dalmas just checked in for Alex Foster for the Raiders.
Needs some big plays. He wears number 80. The senior at 6'2", 185, and he'll be on the line. South St. Paul with Gleb in motion to the near side. They'll not give on the jet. Felton ahead. Raiders get a good tackle, force 4th down, but darn, I mean, this could be 4-down territory. I mean, you're at a spot now where you almost just go for it. Raiders haven't really stopped you in the run game, and I don't say to go ahead and run on 4th down, but you know what I'm talking about, Jer. I mean,
I would
been the
too.
poison that's been working for them.
You betcha. I'd run on 4th down because even if they make that stop, Raiders haven't shown anything offensively.
No.
The ball's going to be in good position, so
Yeah.
why not run it? Just try to, get that final nail in the coffin here.
Well, and that's the thing here. If the Packers move the chains, and like I said, I know there's 12 minutes of a whole quarter left and 5 minutes here, but, man, the confidence is all on that side right now.
It certainly is.
You need a big play. 4th down stop. Let's get one. 4th and 8 from the 28-yard line. We need you fans. They're screaming and yelling. There's Felton running off left side. Will he get it? Second effort might have gotten it.
He did. He stayed
First
in by
down.
He got it. With all that field over here to the near side, and he's a pretty speedy dude. Turberg had the horse going there, but he just was too far away to make that play, and they had the angle, had plenty of field over here, and got that first down by 2 yards.
First down.
Not what the Raiders needed. They had an opportunity for a stop there.
.442 to go. Third quarter, 10-0 South St. Paul. Just converted on a 4th down play. Handoff Christopherson. He just has to fall ahead and he gets 3 yards. Lock with the tackle. Give him a gain. It's like 2 officially, but Jared, this is just not the team we've seen defensively the first 2 games.
Well, is it the Raiders, or do you just really throw credit work, over the South St. Paul side? They've just been manhandling people out front there and just getting the job done. And you've got a powerful running back who's low to the ground, very explosive legs. You can't take him down, and they've done the job on the South St. Paul side.
Second down and 8.5. Give on the end around to Gleb. Somebody get him in space. They had a tackle. I think Laundry come in too. They end up getting him after a gain of 3.5, 4 yards. Third down and about 5 here. No flag there. I thought there was.
Johnson had a potential tackle for loss, and he just kind of spun away from Johnson and just kept going. Kind of how it's gone tonight with the Raiders tackling.
3:33 to go. We're in the third quarter. South St. Paul leading Hastings 10-0, and the Raiders have had 0 pushback. Too many short drives, and South St. Paul is starting to tire out this Raider team. 3rd and 5, a huge play deep in the red zone. Ball at the 15, snap to well, they're going to give on the option pitch. Christopherson is caught in the backfield this time, finally. And it's going to be fourth down again. But again, I don't care because fourth down means nothing to me right now because South St. Paul has been ripping the ball everywhere they wanted to. They'll lose a couple here, but now you're looking at maybe a field goal.
Lucas Canola just came off with a bad wheel. He's got, and I can't tell if it's a cramp or what's going on with him. The trainers look at him right now. Fourth down, they had him a tackle for loss, and once again he squirted out and made something out of nothing, and made it 4th and 6.
Block this thing. Nothing. Come on now. Field goal try, 33 yards. "33-yard try, 2:26 to go. It's a 4th and 7 from the Raider 15, and we're going to get a flag for delay of game, which will move them back a little further.
We'll take that.
All day long.
You bet. Changes the angle of his kick just a little bit. When you move back 5 yards, he can't get it quite as high up in the air. He's going to have to push it a little harder.
Foster will come in for a little extra push.
Now they're changing their offensive thought over there. They've decided to take away the field goal and go for it. They feel like it might be out of his range.
Might see the Raiders call timeout here now. They're going to go for it. Well, I don't know who else they got in there. Tristan Patnode also in as a wingback here. Let's see if they stack a run here too, as Patnode now is set up off the line. Gleb in motion, trying to open some space, take the jet. Here come the Raiders. Here comes a pass. It's going to be caught. Got to make a tackle. Won't do it, but a flag comes in and it won't matter. Hopefully that moves them back. Raiders would get the ball regardless. Now what does Coach Strain want to do here? You take the ball at the 10? If this penalty is against South St. Paul, which I think it is, you take the ball here, or do you make them try to? I just take the darn ball.
I'd take the ball because right now your defense is tired.
Yeah, take your ball. Take the ball and let's go score.
Yep, take the ball. Get your offense a chance to get something going here.
My goodness, you guys out there listening, this is one of those games where it's just grinding is not even a strong enough word. I mean, this has been...
Well, and again, the South St. Paul offense has done what I can, liken to what St. Thomas has done to us in previous years, where they just take the ball and just grind it. Just keep pounding you, and getting you tired. And unfortunately, with the Raiders not having the luxury of being able to have guys go one way, we got two-way players here. They do get tired out there.
Wagner is back out at quarterback. Now we're on the move near side of the jet. They'll give up the middle. Breaks the tackle, 15 to the 20. We'll get close to a first down there. McSorley's second effort will get some push, and hopefully we can move these chains again, but we're very, very close. But yet, second down and, an inch, you can really kind of open the playbook up here, too.
Hey, perfect time to go take a shot.
Mm-hmm.
You got second and short, take a shot.
And we need that shot right now.
We go deep, Kirchhoff.
Oh, I love that call.
He comes over on the far side over there. They got a D-back that's much shorter stature than Kirchhoff, and he has the hands to get the job done. Chuck it up there and let him go for it.
They give him a first down.
Well, okay, that changes things again.
That's going to change that whole thing.
Change that scenario.
Again, we can't play like we're in the lead, though. We still got to move here.
Exactly.
Handoff goes to McSorley across the 25 to the 30, another first down. Another good run by Devin McSorley. Are we starting to get it going, Jared? It sounds like the engine's starting to crank a little bit now.
Well, and that's the thing. If you can just get out in space off the side of the tackles there on either side, McSorley can do his thing. You just need to get him away from those big bruisers in the middle. Just knock him down, slow him down, trip over you, something, so McSorley can get a step on the outside to make it move.
Left hash, 1st and 10. Two nice runs by Hastings, Devin McSorley, and the Raider line coming up big here so far on this drive. Need to keep it going. Out of the shotgun, here is Wagner. He looks to pass, goes deep. He's got Kirchhoff. He tried to get around that defensive back. No good. And it falls in there, but I like that call there.
Yep.
Second down. But take that top off a little bit, make him think. It's going to... feel it's going to happen eventually. And I know I hate to keep harping, keep going for it, but they're not giving the Raiders all that much anywhere else. It's almost like they make you do so.
No.
That's why the runs from McSorley are so big right
now. Again, I saw Nauer in the slot, and the man that was defending him was 10 yards off the line of scrimmage and never made a move forward. That's a quick hit right there, 5-6 yard gain.
48 seconds left, third quarter, still have plenty of time, but let's get it going. As McSorley got blasted as he crossed the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that middle has just dried up. I mean, those guys are just doing a job on the South St. Paul side of the ball. Got to be outside off tackle, jet sweep, something like that.
27 seconds left. This is going to be probably one of the, if not the last play of the third quarter. But this is third and long. You're still inside your own territory, and you're down 10.
Right.
It's already a two-possession game. They score a touchdown. South St. Paul does, makes it 3, and then you're out of it. Something needs to happen here. 6 seconds left. Raiders will try for one more play. On the run is Wagner. Puts up a, oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Way overthrown.
Yeah.
End of the third quarter, 10-0. South St. Paul on KDWA.
In a hurry, save time and money by shopping Coborn's online. Just choose Go Online, your pickup time, fill your cart, and check out. It's that simple. Save your money and time at Coborn's in Hastings, 225 33rd Street West in South Hastings. Everyone at Coborn Superstore wishes all the teams good luck in today's game.
Vermilion Wealth Management is a locally owned, full-service registered investment advisory firm located at Vermilion State Bank. At Vermilion Wealth Management, we partner with our clients to help them achieve their financial goals, which commonly include planning for retirement, generating consistent income during retirement, and passing on a legacy to their children and grandchildren. To learn more about our services, please call us for a free consultation at 651-480-4601 and ask for Jim Papel. Securities offered through Securities America Incorporated, member FINRA SIPC. Advisory services offered through Vermilion Wealth Management Incorporated, Vermilion State Bank, Vermilion Wealth Management, and Securities America are separate entities. Not FDIC insured. No bank guarantees. May lose value. Not a deposit. Not insured by any government agency.
Back live on KDWA, and this isn't exactly fun for Raider fans. You folks up in South St. Paul right now are loving every last second of this. It's 10-0 Packers looking for the, I'm to say it right now, huge upset. I mean, Hastings ranked number 9 in the state rankings for right now. That ranking might be going down the commode. Here's a high end-over-end kick. Goes out right around the 40 of South St. Paul. That'll work. We'll see where they end up spotting it. Still walking. He'll call it just inside the 40 to 39, South St. Paul's own. But 12 minutes to go. Call it 11:54 after the punt coming into the fourth quarter. And, you know, you need a big play.
You do. I'm starting to smell a little desperation over here. We need to have something happen, you know, get a quick takeaway or a 3-and-out, something like that, to turn the ball over and get the ball back in the Raiders' hands. They need to score. And this defense just can't sit out there and bend anymore. They need to get the ball back.
South St. Paul has done a terrific job of running the ball and controlling the clock, and now they have a 10-0 lead. Uh-oh, broken play, and the Raiders get a huge sack on an edge rush. That's Canole. Actually, that's 80 who's in the game now. That's Dalmas. He came in earlier in the game, and that's his first varsity sack, and that was pretty. That's a broken play, but that is one of those plays that can get you thrown off a little bit, and on the defensive side, really get your hats to the ball.
That's right. That was a nice job by Dalmas getting over there. I mean, it's like you said, broken play, spun around, the running back went the other direction, but, you know, that's what the Raiders needed. Need a couple more of these.
Loss of 5, says Manny Hill. Voice of Todd Field. Shotgun. 2 receivers, 1 each side. Another low snap. Christopherson had to kind of lean down to grab it. Raiders will gang tackle him, but after he gains about 3 more of those yards back. But still, third down and pretty long, but tick, 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 tick.
You know, what I saw there, too, was Dalmas is feeling that he was trying to strip that ball. He was digging because, you know, Christopherson got shut down, was slowed down and basically stopped, and Dalmas was digging in there with both hands trying to pull that ball away, pop it loose.
I would love to see a scoop and score here.
Oh, that'd be huge.
Remember
just what I ordered.
Yeah, that would be nice. Just what the doctor rep ordered. That would be fun. I remember the last scoop and score we had was Godswill Pepple at Tartan last year.
Yes.
Maybe a game-changing play last season. Here's Christopherson off left. Comes in, cuts him through the middle, and he will be taken down. It's going to be 4th down. He gained 7 back, but this is still probably a spot where Coach Sexauer would be smart to just go ahead and boot it away. 45 their own, and they're going to bring in the punt team. So a little bit of a success for Hastings. Now let's make something happen. We need to get the offense going and give us a chance to win the game here in the 4th quarter.
Exactly. Tilt the field down towards the Raiders' end, and they'll have to go a long distance. Thomas had a good series there.
He did.
He showed some hustle there. Getting a little pat on the back, a little shoulder pops. That's good.
Let's get a block punt. High snap. Raiders come in. Canoa was in the vicinity. Kind of a weird punt that wobbles out of bounds at about the 32-yard line. Raiders will have the football, 68 yards to go. 1st and 10, 9:49 to go here in quarter number 4 here at McNamara Stadium at Todd Field. And the Raiders are on the ropes here. Their 9th-ranked squad out here down, have not scored to South St. Paul, an 0-2 team that we knew would be better than their record indicated, but I didn't know this much better. And right now, Hastings has to make some noise here in the building, too. We need to get our fans up. We need a touchdown.
Yep, looks like the Raider faithful is starting to get a little fire here now. Hopefully they can bring that over to the Raiders offense. But you're right. It's been a slugfest here, and so far the heavyweight's been South St. Paul.
Kirchhoff, Johnson, wide to the right. Near side, Ritt. Man in motion is Izzy Arnold. Raiders, that's going to
be... boy. Oops.
Is that against South St. Paul, Dick? Not against us.
Nope, snap count.
It's just
error.
Talk about Friday the 13th, man. I mean, that's all this is.
And I tell you what, I played a little center back when I was, a lot younger, and that's the center's worst nightmare. You miss the snap count.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be on 1, and you thought you heard 2. Everybody went but you. And there's no hiding that either. You can't blame one guy. It's the guy holding the ball.
It's not our night until we're proven otherwise.
Right. Oh, you're exactly right.
It's just not.
No.
9:48 to go. 10-0 Packers, feels like 40-0. Need to make some noise big time here on this drive. 1st and 15. First play was a penalty. Now we'll give to McSorley, and he just tries to run up against the guard, and he's going to maybe get 2 of those yards back.
Yeah, I think at this point you need to change up your thinking. You just cannot run that play. It has not worked all night, and it's not going to work anymore. You just need to start doing something different, making some more throws, because you are in desperation time. You're 9 minutes and 25 seconds. You've got to move that ball downfield in a hurry. You can't do it running. It's got to be in through the air.
2nd and 12, 9:15 to go. Clock just ticking away on Hastings. Little end around. Will Johnson's going to get into space. Let's get a block. And there it is, set up off right side. Good block there as Wagner got a piece of his man. Now he goes down, and he'll get up and limp it off, too, after a nice run. And he should have a first down or very darn close here. Jerry Ruff, do we got it? Yes, we do. Move the chains. Oh, my gosh, we needed that more than anything.
Yes, we did.
That's huge.
We'll
okay, now let's score. Oh, boy, Wagner's coming up. Colby, get out there. He's going to.
Colby's ready.
I think he dinged the kneecap. Colby Zach in at quarterback. Zach in at quarterback. 8:55 to go. It is a knee. I don't know if he got dinged on the kneecap. That is not a good feeling injury, I'll tell you that.
No, you're right. That just takes the strength right out of that leg.
Bruised kneecap, whatever it might be. Now Colby Zach in the game. Man in motion is Johnson. Fake the jet. Give to McSorley across the 45. Falls ahead of the 50. Gain of 5.5 or so. All right, but 8:30 to go. Let's get some urgency going here, guys.
Right. That's what you need
to do. Not a lot of time.
Stop going up the middle. You got to go outside. We can give McSorley a chance to get some open real estate and make his move and do some things. That's where the play is right now. It's off tackle. It's jet sweep. It's things in open space where you make the defense of those guys lumbering can't catch up.
8:12 to go. Clock runs. 10-0 Packers. 4th quarter. Raiders with the football getting close to midfield. Fake the handoff. Colby rolling right. Looks to pass. Has a man nearly intercepted. It is picked off. And that'll probably do it. Yeah, that's it. Interception. 18, Colton Becker.
He had a man. Yeah, that's unfortunate. He had a man over there, but just South St. Paul D-backs have been equal to the task this evening.
I'm sick to my stomach. Feel bad for the boys, but, you just got to credit South St. Paul.
Well, I mean, right now, I mean, they have been the better team this evening. They've taken care of execution. They've shut down the inside run. Their D-backs have made plays when they've had to. Again, that crazy double, triple option thing that comes out of the quarterback, they were well prepared this evening.
Two receivers right. They're going to work left hash, flag on the play. What? What's the flag?
Are they going to call a neutral zone here, or what are they going to call?
Well, quarterback Felton's having words with the official, and Felton wasn't exactly happy about it.
No, going to back up South St. Paul.
Under 8 minutes to go. Like I said, fans, scoop and score, interception, return. I mean, the longer South St. Paul has the ball, it's going to be over fast.
That's exactly right. I mean, a sustained drive right now could be it.
And then you got Tartan next week, and you got St. Thomas the next week.
Mm-hmm.
That is not fun. Handoff left side. Christofferson will get 2 back, but we'll keep the clock running. And South St. Paul will take their sweet time to get to the line on 2nd down.
Sam Valentine comes out a little bit dinged up. He's going to take a play off here. Wycombe comes in his place.
Jacob Wickering's kind of been the Swiss Army knife of the lines this year, and kind of get them in wherever they can find room or an injury like that, step in and give you some good push up front. But it's still 10-0, folks, and the clock is just running away, and no semblance of anything from Hastings to get you excited that they're going to come back and win this thing, and the upset will be complete. And there's Christofferson, who's been a gangbuster tonight, man.
Yeah, he's definitely done a number on the Raiders' defense.
He gets 6. 3rd down, 7 from the 45, South St. Paul's own.
They're okay with that because they just watch the clock tick, tick, tick.
.650 to go. Clock continues to run. South St. Paul taking their time. Nothing the Raiders can do about it either.
Nope.
Got to make a stop. That's what they can do. Shotgun. Felton back at the 40. Hands off Christofferson. They had him in the backfield. Fumble! Raiders got the football. We needed something, Jer. My gosh, if we didn't finally get it. 6:35 to go. Is it enough? Let's get in the end zone now.
Nice job. Charlton made the fumble recovery there. It was Johnny Charlton. He's had a rough night out there on the corner, too, trying to bring down that big back, and he did tonight. He just got a nice job there with getting that fumble recovery. I tell you what, Christofferson, the last couple of plays, he's been kind of loose with that ball. He was kind of iffy on the play before, too, where he almost coughed it up. That time he did. So like you said, Raiders now ball on a 42-yard line. They need a quick strike.
Now you get quick strike, you score, and then you're playing, you keep it somehow 10-7, whatever,
right.
And you're talking about tying it up with a leg, not necessarily having to win the game. Come on, fellas. Colby's still in the game. Back to pass, out of the gun, throws a deep ball, and that should have been an illegal contact anyway. Now, why is that not a penalty up the sideline? They say he was out of bounds anyway.
He was out of bounds when he was interfered with.
He was pushed.
Yeah.
That's illegal contact, folks. But again, this is nothing I can whine about per se because we're in this position as a team anyway, and
yeah.
I don't care if you're a player, coach, radio guy, fan. We're
going for all in one shot. I don't know. I just, work it down a little bit. Get down a little closer. Long shots in high school football are just that, long shots.
They keep throwing Danny up against Willibesky Hendrickson. Right. Again, that's a size mismatch that the Raiders have tried to exploit a couple times.
He's been equal to the task.
But you got Bauer in the pair of 11s far side, and he's been shadowing Kirchhoff all night.
Right.
So you almost have to pick your poison
now
here.
In the slot again.
Yep, and he'll move. In a jet, fake the jet. Colby will try to tiptoe through. 40, 38. He'll get a couple, and we're in 4-down territory anyway.
Broken play there. A little bit of confusion as to who was supposed to get the ball. Nauer came through just as the ball was being snapped. He almost got hit in the hip with the snap.
Okay, so 3rd down and about 6, long 6. And we can use both downs, okay? We're not going to be kicking a field goal from this spot.
No.
So we got to just think of it as you got 2 downs to move the chains. Let's go and maybe even get out of bounds. Let's start to
love to see a crisscross over there with Kirchhoff and Nauer the outside.
Snap to Zach, rolled out right. He has room, throws. Nauer tipped, almost had it. It was almost picked, but then it was tipped, and Nauer was there, and if he had his head the right way, he might have been able to catch that tip and go in by himself. But now we're looking at 4th down, and this is the game here.
Colby hung on that ball just a little too long, gave the defensive back a chance to recover on that one. Kind of figured it was going to go to that Kirchhoff-Nauer combination over there on that far side. Kirchhoff also sat down. He had a spot where he was kind of comfortable in looking at first down territory also, but it's tough when you're a high school quarterback trying to figure out which guy you want to throw to, and you don't have a whole lot of time, and a lot of times they don't do first read, second read, third read. They got to, they get a guy zeroed in, and they just go for him.
Raiders back out, could be the game. Colby flushed out of the pocket. He looks to pass. He overthrows it. Game pretty well over.
Yep. Yeah, try to chuck it on his back foot on the run. Just overthrew it. Nauer was 5 yards over Nauer's head.
5:31 to go.
Well, there isn't a moral victory out of this, but the Raiders did not quit. They kept trying the entire night. The defense has played tough. The score could have been worse, quite frankly, the way Christofferson ran the ball this evening.
Didn't quite see this coming.
No.
2 receivers left. That's somebody moved. He's going to go against Hastings.
Dalmas moved on that one. A little bit too much enthusiasm.
Oh, they're going to give it to South St. Paul.
Oh, well, how about that? Well, been wrong all night. Why not keep going?
So frustrating.
Yeah,
like I said, fans, I mean, you have 2 games in a row now against top-ranked teams in the state.
Yeah,
they're both on the road. I mean, this is not a good situation right now. The rest of the season, that's a different story, but you don't want to go in 2-3 after week 5.
Yeah, that'll be a tough place to be. Izzy Arnold stepped up there, and boy, he delivered a blow. He really got up top and just knocked Christofferson backwards for a loss.
Timeout. We'll take one, too. Raiders down 10-0. 5:26 to go on KDWA.
You're too busy to cook, but not too busy to eat. Try Applebee's fresh salads, juicy burgers, steaks and sandwiches, and fun kids menu. Tangy ribs, lighter Weight Watchers menu. A menu full of tasty possibilities right in the neighborhood. When noontime hunger strikes, Applebee's has pick and pair combos. In a hurry? Call Carside to Go, where you call it in and they bring it out. Call them at 651-457-0530. Stop at Applebee's, 1753 Robert Street, Southwest St. Paul.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, you got to come on down to Hastings Chrysler and check out the all-new 2020 Jeep Gladiator. This vehicle will go off-road. It will go anywhere. You can haul anything, do anything. So you need to come on into Hastings Chrysler and check it out. You can lease this vehicle for only $279 a month. Come on into Hastings Chrysler Center and take a free test drive today down at 2980 Highway 61 South, or you can call us at 651-437-5200. And when you get in there, you need to tell them that Eric sent you.
Well, on Friday the 13th, the Hastings Raiders being haunted by South St. Paul all evening. It's 2nd down and long, though. 15 call it. 5:26 to go. Gleb on a jet. They're going to stack him up. Come on, get a tackle on him. Knoll had him. There comes Foster. Ball came out. Ball's loose, and Hastings got it again. Imagine if we would have scored on that last drive.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay, we're not done yet, okay? But still, for crying out blue and gold loud, get in the end zone. My goodness. Let's go.
You've got a situation here where let's just chunk away at a little bit here. Yeah, you have some urgency, but don't throw those bombs. Those bombs not working. You've got to throw something a little shorter, higher percentage pass. Again, run off tackle, a jet sweep, something you can get in space where you shut down those big defensive linemen in the middle, have them trip over themselves. Those are the kind of plays you need in space.
Oh, my goodness. Let's go, fellas. We need this. Raiders out. Colby out again. Work right hash. 5:16 to go. Let's get in the end zone. Snap to Colby. Looks right. Has a man. Kirchhoff caught. Close to a first down. The jump across the 30. So we're getting close to our first trip into the red zone. We're getting close.
That's the kind of play that I think the Raiders needed to do all game. The shorter like that, where you've got a high percentage pass, no one can catch it but your guy or the sideline, basically. So, a nice first down throw there for 8 yards, moves the ball in closer to the red zone, sniffing a little bit of end zone maybe.
Trying to get a Prescott score. Parks trailing in their game as we get a pass out to Kirchhoff again, and that'll be a first down. That's what we need to get out of bounds, too.
Smart play by Kirchhoff. He just sits down, gets that spot where he needs to be, makes the catch. He's sure-handed. He does not drop footballs. He gets out of bounds and stops the clock. That's the way you move the ball down the field.
9 minutes to go at Park. Park trailing Apple Valley 17-14, so that field goal is still the deciding factor in that one. Again, we're going to get a Prescott score here in just a moment when we can. They led 28-0 at halftime. They have not won since Week 5 of 2017. That would be a huge win.
Watch for Johnson on this play. He just checked in.
Will Johnson in the slot left. Colby looks to pass, looking, and he's pushed from behind. That's a flag. You better believe it. Finally. All night long, they've been in the back pocket of Raiders receivers. Finally, they call it with 5:01 to go. My goodness.
Hope it's not too little too late, but yeah, Danny Brown took a huge chuck in the back before the ball got there.
Colton Becker has been picking the pocket, stealing our lunch money all game, and he finally got sent to the principal's office.
Yes, he did.
About time.
Laundry came in from 2 different locations.
Let's get in the end zone. Let's get mad. Let's go. 5:01 to go. There's no reason this team should be up on us 10-0 at our place.
Will that be a spot foul right there? Let's see what they're going to call. There.
I don't know what kind of foul it is, but we better have another first down. Yeah, move them way down. Let's go. We're in the red zone for the first time tonight. Let's go. Let's get in there.
Ball on the South St. Paul 13-yard line. Raiders have a best opportunity of the evening right here.
Great chance. Raiders work pistol, left hash. McSorley the deep back. Now the whistle blows. There we go. We can play. Colby waits the snap. Zach in the game after an injury to Wagner. Goes for the end zone. Overthrew Will Johnson. Needed to keep going to the corner.
Yeah.
Okay, that was. Yeah. I liked the play.
Colby knew it too. He overthrew him. He came back and doggone! I wish I would have had that one back. He threw a good ball out there to that corner there, but this wasn't quite the route that Johnson needed to take.
Yeah, still no update from Prescott. And I know a lot of the Cardinal fans that are listening to us tonight are waiting for an update. But Matty Liefeld, after 3 quarters, it's still 28-0. That's our last check for now. Raiders need to get in the end zone. Let's make this thing wild and crazy. Shotgun, Zach. Ball at the 13 of South St. Paul. Colby, pass, left, has a man, caught at about the 6. Okay.
Oh boy, Danny.
Danny Brown with a catch. We'll take that.
There you go.
We're a little closer.
Looking at the wristbands now, calling in a play.
So you could still get a first down, right? So it should be 3rd down and what? 3rd down and 4, they say officially now. You could still get a first down without going in, but we need to be urgent. Uh-oh, that's intercept. No, tipped and nearly picked, threw it into a bunch of everybody.
Yeah.
And again, I hate to say the game again because they proved me wrong last time, but it's 4th down, and you got to either find a way to get that first down or you got to get in the end zone for 4:18 to go down 10-0.
Yep, exactly. Oh, Brenny's coming in.
Okay, this makes sense. You're close enough to get the 3, so let's try to get the 3, and then let's go score. Okay, I'm fine with that, too. You're going to do it. However way you're going to do it, you're going to do it. So
take the points right here if you can get them.
Take it if you can get them, and then if you can get them, then you're going to maybe go deep if you know what I'm talking about a couple times later on. But we got to get the defense out there again.
Yeah, the defense make a stop.
Let's be honest. You've only got 10 points tonight.
I know.
You've only gotten up 10. It's not a bad defensive evening. Brenny on from how long, Dick? 23 yards. Snap spot. CJ's kick blasted, and he missed.
Oh, he pulled it. Oh, son of a gun. I tell you what, he thought some guys were coming at him, but, yeah, he just pulled it. Boy, tough break for the Raiders. I mean, he had tons of leg on that thing. He really rocketed that thing, but it just...
Didn't need to.
No, he didn't. Just need to punch it in there. But that's, again, you know, you get a little excited. You know, high school kid gets excited. Okay, here I go. I'm going to blast the thing. And it's like, I just pulled it a little bit to his left. You made an interesting point, though, like you say, about the Raiders' defense only giving up 10 points. You know, they've done a great job all evening. Just was not able to solve the defensive riddle.
Got to stop the run. I mean, we're not in a good spot right now.
Nope.
We do have 2 timeouts, but what will that do here? We need 2 scores. There's Christopherson. He runs over half the Raider team. Danny Brown gets him, but not before he gets close to another first down. And this one's going to really sting, Jerry. This one, I mean, I was so jacked for tomorrow. I was thinking, we're going to have a fun show at Perkins, and then Prescott's up 28-0. You're thinking, man, are we going to get double duty? And then,
it's just kind of a tough road here for the Raiders this evening. You know, we kind of, you know, at the top, we're a little nervous about, you know, an 0-2 team coming who's hungry, has nothing to lose.
1 receiver to each side. Wing back also set up off right side. Raiders moved early, got back. Now they'll hand off Christopherson. Bunks ahead, gets the first down. Raiders trying to rip that thing out. It ain't going to matter. 3:23 to go. This stings so bad.
Yeah, like you said, looking at what's coming forward the next couple of weeks, boy, they're really going to, they've put themselves between a rock and a hard place now these next 2 weeks coming at them on the road. We've always played well up at Tartan, but Tartan's a much improved team this year.
That team's nasty.
They're a much improved team from the last couple of years that we've seen them.
Watching some of their tape last night, I was going, this is going to be fun. 1 receiver left, 1 to the right, wing back right. Tick, tick, tick the clock down. Give Felton credit for being a game manager today. He's done a good job. Hands off, Christopherson, loss. Dalmas got in there again. Foster. Dalmas has played really well tonight.
Yep. Wickham is in there too.
Raiders will call timeout because they have to. Oh, Packers took it? Oh, it is Hastings.
Yeah, Hastings timeout, yeah.
Yep, you're bad. That's right, Ruff. You're bad. Yep. You're bad. He said, my bad. And then,
yes, sir, Mr. Umpire.
You've been bad today, especially. No, I'm just teasing.
Oh.
But no, I mean, there was. I mean, you can't by any means blame penalties or anything. I mean, there's nobody to blame but ourselves tonight. I mean, the offense just has not been able to get anything going. Even though South St. Paul's only scored 10 points, they've had the possession a majority of this contest. And the Raiders get down to the red zone 1 time and can't come away with points. You need to be in the red zone a few more times, not just 1 time, and then not only that, but pull one.
You get in the red zone too, and when you have not been able to establish any kind of run game, that just takes away that red zone because you shorten the field up there for the D-backs to cover, and that just makes it a really tall task for a quarterback to thread one in there somewhere.
Frustrating.
Yeah.
2:46 to go. 2nd and 11. Christopherson up the middle. Bangs off a couple different guys. Gains about a yard. 3rd down. Raiders will take 1 more timeout. Now we're left at 0, but can force 4th down. It really doesn't matter, though. Like I said, folks, there's only 2:39 to go. You're going to need a lot of different things to happen to
a lot of crazy things to happen
in the winner's circle, and fans, especially the younger kids, making their way out. I'm sure Mom and Dad are probably getting close to picking them up out there going, all right, kids, let's get out of here before the line comes out. They're probably not coming back. I've been in that situation before when I was young.
A classic Minnesota scoot. Get out quick.
Well, usually it was like if the game was in hand and it was one of those muddy, rainy nights, Dad would stay with me as long as he could, but then I'd be out with my friends running around, and he'd be like, all right, I'm in the car. I'm at literally at 55 and 10th Street in Vermilion. Get out here. And then you get out and run. You get on 61. You hightail home before everybody gets out of there. Listen to the rest on the radio.
Exactly.
Now I'm the radio guy, which is
Yeah,
weird.
well,
Kind of
you
full
know.
circle, but
How
yeah.
about that? I get to hightail it to Brainerd.
Are you going up north finally? You didn't go last week, did
No,
you?
I did not. I had the Hastings Girls Invitational Swim Meet last weekend.
Carol got to hang out by herself. I'm sure that was nice, peace and quiet.
Hanging on the dock, chilling with the bunny.
Oh, man. 2:39 to go. Let's just get something here and make it interesting. Can't get shut out on our own home field. Belton will roll out and is off. He's a run. Run left. He's down at about the 40, gains 4. So South St. Paul will punt, and I don't blame them.
Right, why
and
not?
they can take the clock down to about 1-something anyway. So the Raiders...
Tell you what, you want to know how strong Christopherson was. Lucas Knoll was on the chase there for the quarterback, and Christopherson laid a hit on him that darn near knocked him out of his shoelaces. I think his molars were rattling a little bit on that one. He got smoked. Just, front end, no, hidden block or anything, just one-on-one, and ouch.
My molars are going to be chattering tonight because it's going to be a long, lonely, cold night in the KDWA studio after this one ends. Looks like South St. Paul will also take a timeout here because they can. Stop the clock, guys. Yo, put the time back on. Put like 5 seconds back on. Not after they are whistling for like 5 seconds. Put something back on. Yeah, he's got to tell. They got to put something back on. He's coming over. 5 seconds. Yep. 1-5. That makes sense. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. We'll put 10 seconds back on the clock. That'll help. So hopefully we can get down the field, make something hurt here, and then play for onside. You know what I'm talking. I'm selling hope, folks, but that's where we're at right now. 1:51 to go. It's 4th and 6 from South St. Paul's own 39. They will likely punt this thing away. I don't see why they do anything else. Give the Raiders the ball any closer to the end zone than they should. Right. We did get the 10 seconds back on, so now you're looking at, a little under 2 minutes. And do they kick it to Johnson again? Do you take a chance? I mean, Will right now, he's going to go back and try to return this thing, and he can be an X factor. Will they kick it to him or kick it out of play? Coach Strain was actually out there in the defensive huddle there. Was not Coach Fritzy. He went out there and said a couple of things, I'm sure. Right. They're going to try to chase him down. They're going to try to block this thing. They're going to send the house back at the... Oh, Will snap! Pulls it up. Kicks it not so good. Takes a funny hop. Oh, Will should... Oh, boy, I thought he should have taken that.
I agree.
They're going to down that at about the 29 of Hastings. That could have been something fun, but...
Yeah, you're taught as the returner, if that ball hits the ground, get away from it. But, boy, you're right. It would have been a chance for him to pick it. And the thing is, too, why not? You have nothing to lose. Right. And I don't think any coach would be angry at you for trying to make something happen, in that situation. But, again, you're doing what you're told. You've been taught by your coaches. Let that ball go. So, it is what it is.
Couple deep shots here for Hastings. This is probably the menu. You got to get in the end zone, obviously. Wagner will come back on, kind of not limping as bad as he was when he came off the field. So Wagner will come in. Colby did what he could while he was in there, and now it looks like 6 hours to take a timeout. All right, all this goofiness. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back with more in a moment. 10-0 Packers, 1:41 to go on KDWA.
At your Perkins Family Restaurant and Bakery in the Hastings Midtown Shopping Center for 40 years, you can get breakfast all day, every day. Stop in and pick up a treat from the bakery at Perkins. Don't forget to order a Perkins pie for any upcoming event or special occasion. For breakfast, lunch, dinner, and everything in between, it's Perkins Family Restaurant and Bakery. Remember, Perkins is open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Perkins has been proudly supporting area athletics for 40 years.
North American Banking Company of Hastings is proud to support the local team in today's games. We're looking forward to getting to know each and every one of you during the upcoming months. We are not your average bank, and we look forward to proving that to you every time we assist you. Stop by our convenient location at 1620 South Frontage Road. We're open 7 a.m. till 6 p.m. Monday through Friday, and 9 a.m. till noon on Saturdays. Once again, best of luck in today's game from North American Banking Company, member FDIC.
Hit. Nauer makes the catch. It's going to be maybe a helmet-to-helmet hit here, too. Nauer got banged. This might be 15 more on the end of this thing. Should be, anyway. Wow, St. Croix Central just spanking Ellsworth. It's 41-14. Panthers were undefeated coming into tonight's game. Central, perennial state powerhouse, but they're going to give Ellsworth their first loss of the season. Mounds View is going to beat Woodbury tonight, 21-7 in area football. Looking at some other scores as well. Waiting for that final in Prescott. They were leading 28-0 at the end of 3. Sounded like they were going to get their first win since 2017, and I am, oh my goodness, little girl, get up. She just fell down. She was fucking cry. It's Friday night, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Man, a lot of low-scoring games tonight, but let's get something. Come on now. 1:35 to go. Clock runs after the penalty at the 50-yard line, right at midfield. Wagner will throw over the middle, has a man. It is caught by Kirchhoff. Actually, that's Will Johnson on the flat. Gets down to the 18. Got to hurry. We don't have any timeouts. We don't have any time. 1:21 to go. Where was that earlier in the game?
Yeah.
I know coverage is different late. I'm just teasing, folks, but it's just, it's
nice
always
strike, though.
That was a great pass.
Yep, Wagner just put the ball right on the screws. That was nice. On the numbers, I guess they call
right?
that.
Yep. Throw a dart. Let's go. Let's get in the end zone. Let's just play for fun now. Let's go. Let's get in the end zone, and if we get the onside kick, let's just do it. Timeout, South St. Paul will keep it here. I'm not going anywhere. I'll keep trying to look at maybe some other scores. I'm just awaiting that Prescott final. Oh, my goodness. Come on, fellas.
So a couple of nice pass plays there. That first pass play was that one that I've been trying to look for, where you have the slot man do that down and out and kind of draw the coverage away, and Nauer got that ball and then got the helmet-to-helmet contact with a 15-yard personal foul on the end of that tackle. Move the ball in the nice zone for the Raiders, and then that nice zippy pass there from Wagner to Johnson. Move that ball down in a hurry to the South St. Paul 23-yard line. So now South St. Paul, of course, they're trying to protect their shutout. They want that goose egg there. Hopefully the Raiders can break it.
Cannon Falls tonight beat Red Wings 60-0. But the Bombers are off next week. Why do they get a bye, Dick? You know more about Bomber football than me. Why would you have a week off? I've never heard of that. In the middle of the season? The Bombers don't play now until September 27th at Lake City. That's one of the weirdest things I've ever heard. Okay, anyway, back to live action. Let's get in the end zone, please. 1:13 to go. That 0 needs to go away. Oh, fumbled. That's it. The falls on top of it. Is it the Raiders getting the ball back?
Yeah.
It was Wagner falling on top of it, but it doesn't matter, man. We
reset the ball.
Second down and forever. Ball now spotted at the 25. Why? No, it's third down anyway. It doesn't matter, but
try to get a play here and figure out how to get down.
Guys, they're going to have us put 3 or 4 seconds back on again. Yeah, it should be either 3 or 4. 52 seconds. So 52 seconds. Let's see if we can get in the end zone here. Third down. 3rd and 16 from the 24. South St. Paul's. Raiders were in the end zone, in the red zone for a second time tonight after that nice connection on the slant to Johnson. Back to pass. Wagner looks right in the end zone for Nauer. Catch it to score! Touchdown Raiders! We'll take it. Nice pass. 24 yards. Wagner to Nauer. His first varsity touchdown makes it 10-6.
That was a beautiful strike right there. Dylan got back in the where he needed to set up for his pass. Threw the ball towards that stick out there, and Nauer made a great pattern. Perfect throw. Touchdown.
4 plays, 71 yards.
All right, CJ, knock her through.
You want to hit that last
that
field goal.
Yeah.
Oh! We also get to finally talk about our touchdown sponsor after the kick. Snap, not happening.
Move over there in South St. Paul.
it doesn't matter. We ain't going to go for, well, we could go for 2 and then go for the win, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, this Raider touchdown is being brought to you by our new Todd Field neighbors, Lawrence Interiors, your hometown design center. Whether you're building or remodeling, the staff can help you from start to finish with flooring, countertops, and window treatments. Give them a wave right across the street from Todd Field. Thank you to Lawrence Interiors, as they are our Hastings Raider touchdown sponsor in 2019. Making that looks really nice across there, Jer. That's a nice little spot, and making that former gas station into something just beautiful. Snap, spot, CJ's boot. Now that one's in a Prescott. 10-7, 48 seconds left. We need to do some onside finagling.
I think that hit the discount section at Walgreens. Buy one of those, get a free bowl of soup.
Hey,
whatever works.
It's so good right now.
Doesn't it, though?
Well, tomorrow is the Booyah. I want to put a special shout-out to all of our firemen, all of our first responders, our EMTs, our police officers. I know 9/11 was, just the other day, and our awesome EMT service here in Hastings, they put out the flag with the ladder truck and everything else, but it goes without saying that we couldn't be the community we are without our first responders, and they're absolutely fantastic. And I want to put a special shout-out to each and every one of you that are listening or watching tonight, that what you guys do is extremely special. We thank you. And the Booyah. I went up to C's today to pick up Dallas from preschool, and, man, the smell of the fire and the kettles and the chicken and stuff that was cooking, oh, man, was that good. Tomorrow is the Booyah. Up at C's. It'll start at 10 o'clock, so be sure to join all of us. I know I'll be there, Jerry. You're going to be up north, so I might have to get you a big bucket and leave it on the doorstep.
Yeah, you get me a bucket. Give me a bucket of something.
So good, though.
Bucket of chicken. A bucket Booyah.
Hey, bucket of chicken for lemonade.
Chicken and Booyah. Oh, even better.
Here we go. Onside kick chance. 48 seconds left. 10-7. Raiders at least getting a touchdown, getting that darn zero off. That's a good onside kick. He got it! He got it! McSorley got it! Are you kidding me? Oh, my goodness! The Raiders just got that onside kick back. What just happened?
That was a perfectly executed kick. CJ hit that ball, and it took a hop at the precise time it needed to. A big hop right over the front hands team of South St. Paul. McSorley was right on the spot, sliced through two guys, got that ball, brought it down. Wow, you can't execute any better than that. That was picture perfect. I mean, textbook. Open a textbook. There it was right there.
46 seconds left.
Wow.
We have no timeouts, but neither does South St. Paul. We need a field goal to tie, anything else to win. Oh, my gosh, please, let's do this, boys.
Goodness.
Amazing.
All right, boys, settle down now. Take care of your jobs.
Oh, my gosh, I got to do that, too. I got to take care of my job. I can't worry about 46 seconds. I'm trying, dude. Here we go. Two receivers out to the right, one to the left side. Raiders put four receivers out. Johnson also in there to Danny. Caught. Along the sideline. Yes, at the 40. Okay, gain of a couple. And we got out of bounds.
Stop the clock. Yep.
No, we saw CJ. The one he pulled and that extra point, he kicked both of them into the Mississippi River.
Yes, he did.
Get close enough to make this count. Let's go.
Yeah, just in case any of your first responders are listening, you might need Nick up here. Nick's getting a little excited. Here we go.
Oh, 42 seconds left. I can barely talk. Oh, boy. Two receivers to each side. Four receivers total. McSorley the lone set. Back is Wagner. His pass to Nauer. He caught it! Oh, my gosh, what a catch! Hurry up! Go! Get up there! Get up to the line!
Timeout, injury timeout, looks like. Nauer's down.
No, he's up.
You get up?
He's up.
Okay.
30, spike it, and let's go! 10-7, Raiders trailing, but somehow, some way have a chance to win. Two receivers left, two to the right. Spike that thing, let's get a play, boys.
Nauer's coming out. He needs a little. Good for him to get up and keep that play going, but he needs a little rest now. He took a heavy shot. He caught the ball between four guys, and they converged on him and gave him the old crunch. But credit for hanging on that ball. Big play.
What a final 90 seconds for this Raider team. What a final 56 seconds. I mean, it hasn't even been the full 90. We got 33 seconds left.
Yeah, that's right.
It'll be second down because of the spike. But here we are, guys. Just get a little bit more. I mean, I want to win this game. I want a field goal, yes. I mean, to tie, that's fine. Let's go to overtime. But I don't care. Let's just get points.
Exactly. Keep it moving, boys.
2 receivers right, 2 to the left. Short side is the far side right. Back to pass. Man comes, picked up beautifully. Passes incomplete. It was a little short to Danny, right around the 20. Okay, Dick, we're at the 23 now. What would that give us? 30, 33, 35? Where are we at right here? It'd be 40 from here. Okay, it's third down. We need some yards, okay? We need some.
Yep.
I like CJ's foot. I just like a few more yards, too. 29 seconds left. My goodness, 29 seconds to go. Wagner, shotgun. Pistol, 3rd and 10. Snap to Dillon. Good protection. He throws it up to Danny, and he just overthrew it. Is there going to be a penalty? No. Now what are you doing? Now what do you do? What do you do here? I mean, do you? You're just
try it.
Oh, he's going to come on, Siege. Okay,
You got to try it.
This is okay. Oh my goodness.
They're giving C.J. Brenny a chance here to tie the game for the Raiders.
He missed from where, Dick? Was it 30-something earlier? He missed from 23 earlier.
But it was not for lack of distance. I mean, it could have been a 43-yarder. He just pulled it. So now he gets one more chance.
Right hash to tie. CJ trying to tie 10-7. Brenny from right around 40. Snap, spot, kick is up, and it is no good! No good! It had the distance, but it's no good!
Just pulled it about 2 yards to the left. Oh, that was so close. Like you said, it had plenty of distance. It definitely got through the crossbar, but the upright was just kind of haunting him this evening. They gave it a shot. You got to give the Raiders a lot of credit for fighting back here at the last 90 seconds, man. They made it interesting. Try to give their fans something, but it just kind of fell a little bit wide left.
What was that officially, Dick? 40 what? 40 yards.
Would that not have been something if he would have made that 40-yard field goal?
This is not on CJ at all.
No.
But 2 field goals win this game. Snap to Fellman, and that'll do it. Credit the Packers.
Yep.
Raiders fall to 2-1. They got a tough road ahead. They go to Tartan and go to St. Thomas back-to-back. Bye-bye to the rankings. Time to start getting things ready and get back in line as we set up for next Friday.